morning, people. It is Tuesday, the 22nd of November. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And as always, the lineup is lit. Let's introduce you to our hosts.
It's your boy Big Moss on the east side of the bridge, 6 foot plus of pure temptation and all that good stuff. Happy Tuesday, people. Oh, shit.
Happy Tuesday. And it's your favorite shade queen, Martin Royalty. That's it. Yeah, that's it, y'all. Sorry. I don't know. I said it as if there was someone else to follow. I should have done a full stop and not a comma. But yes, so we're live. How are you doing? You going for it?
Well, it was on and now it's not anymore.
Is it plugged in properly?
Yeah. It's moving crazy. I'm all right, though. How you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm okay.
My shit's moving wild.
Brent to the rescue.
Brent to the rescue. Come on, man.
How was your weekend?
It was all right, you know. I went, where was I for the weekend? I was in Manchester.
Yeah.
Went to the N-Dubs concert.
Oh, sick. How was it?
And it was cold still. I told everyone N-Dubs are better than the Beatles.
The what?
The Beatles.
He said N-Dubs are better than the Beatles.
Give me some other bands. N-Dubs will beat Fugees in a verses. Well, have you got any other plans for me? You wanna go?
So you're still tired from the weekend, then I take it.
Huh?
So you're still tired from the weekend because I don't know what you're talking about right now.
You had to be there. If you didn't see
To
it.
be fair though, Lauryn Hill was always late. Yeah, they would have done like 15 songs for Sis Comes. So to be fair, you know what?
If you didn't see it, yeah, you wouldn't. You'd have to see it to believe it. You wouldn't take my word for it.
I'm hearing though that concerts outside of London are nice. Did you go to London or did you go to Manchester?
Manchester.
Yeah, I'm hearing that concerts outside of London are actually a better experience.
But I reckon it's going to be the same thing in the O2.
Nah, because I've been seeing some mixed reviews. You know the guys on TikToks. They love it.
Yeah.
You know they love a review.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been seeing like mixed reviews basically. One of my friends went one of the dates and she had the time of her life. I could tell.
I think for the most part, everybody that I saw, all 20,000 of them, was having the absolute time of their life. Because I'm not even an N-Dubs fan like that. I don't know all the lyrics like that.
Really? Oh, I actually really like N-Dubs.
No, the big songs I know, but there was a couple that people
oh,
was
like
moving
the
like...
ones in the
People was moving like, I should have knew them. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, they didn't go. They weren't on the charts.
Yeah, well, they were somewhere, boy, because everybody else knew them, boy. They was going crazy. All their little fans grew with them, so it weren't young things anymore. It was just like...
Oh, yeah, it's all grown people now. That is so cool.
A lot of N-Dubs fans let themselves go, though, boy.
Why? How? Oh, I just clocked what you mean. You know, I thought you meant like they were drinking too much and they didn't have to handle themselves.
No, they let themselves go.
You know what? You're reporting straight right from the streets. I absolutely love it.
No, it was actually dope, though. They're super talented.
good.
It was dope, man.
That is proper sick. Do they still have like... Actually, because they're not really a dancing group, are they, either?
So I was going to ask if there was, like, dancing and things.
Yeah, like, just if they've still got it. Because you know sometimes the people do a reunion tour and they ain't got it.
You know what the biggest takeaway it was for me, yeah?
What?
They was all performing like live, like very like minimal backing track.
Really?
Vocal,
Oh, that's
like,
sick.
They were singing and rapping like properly, you get me? Like Talisa was singing, they was going for it. They sounded good
So
still.
they go for it.
Yeah, no, they was doing their thing. I can't even lie.
That's really good, man. Yeah, to be able to sing without backing. Like I went to the gym yesterday and there was this man on the treadmill next to me. And he was on the treadmill, but he was singing.
What,
And
was he good?
Of course, no, he was out of breath. But he was so determined to carry on singing that I was actually gonna be like, oh, like, are you a performer or something? Because that's the only reason why you should be making noise, and I can hear you through the Afrobeats. Not even through the Megan Thee Stallion I'm listening to.
Some girl was doing this. Some idiot girl was doing this.
Okay. You have been missed.
Huh? I'm just saying at the R&B dance, like.
On the treadmill.
Like, no, it's we're at the rave. Yeah, it's an R&B dance. So all the music's R&B. So everybody's singing and doing their thing.
Yeah.
But like, she's trying to like
out sing the track.
She's trying to like cut through the rhythm, like. You know what I'm trying to say? That she's doing like her own riffs and harmonies and melodies that ain't on the song.
There's always one, yeah. There's always they add like the ad libs and like the notes that, ma'am, stick to the script.
She's moving like she's on X Factor or something. Like she's going too hard, and like she was annoying me. Still, she's doing it to every rhythm, and I was thinking you can't sing or you'd be a singer.
Yeah, some people that's their way. They have to be the ones to they have to just go in, add something where they feel like Mary J. Blige didn't Is that her name, Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
Sounds weird.
Why?
I don't know. I
You
never
know-
clocked it was a Blige.
What did you think she was?
I don't know, but Blige just... I don't know. It's weird. It sounds weird. You know when you say a word and it's like, what?
If you say it by itself, you say Blige by itself, it sounds weird. You gotta say Mary J.
Yeah, but I think because I always say Mary.
Do you remember the rumor? Sorry,
There we go.
what's going on? Do you remember the rumor a couple
What's
years
going
ago that the J was for Jumoke?
No, I never heard
the
that.
rumor?
I never heard that. It would be on brand though.
Mary,
She's really an auntie.
Jumoke Blige.
She really is an auntie.
No, that rumor was right. That she was
Yeah.
she was Nigerian.
Mark's face.
I was thinking, where's this? I didn't know about this.
No, that was a legit rumor, like some years
I've
back.
never heard that.
Yeah,
That's sick though.
yeah.
But I remember she went on Breakfast Club. So, you know, obviously she's married. She's who she is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But she's like an auntie.
Yeah.
But she said she hates when the young girls, when we call her auntie.
Okay.
Because she's like, I'm trying to be like, she's like, I take care of myself. I look good. I dress nice. I'm fit. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm cool. Why can't I be I want to be a sis, not auntie. And she's like, don't be calling me auntie. I ain't your auntie. She's like, I got 2 nieces and that's it. I was like, okay, ma'am.
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean, ma'am would not be.
Where were your seats,
Right.
Max?
So what?
Where were your seats?
I didn't have seats.
Oh, you were standing?
Yeah.
You backstage?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
Why?
I just wanted to check. Because you're traveling all the way to Manchester and having regular viewing. It didn't make any sense to me.
I didn't go to Manchester for the concert.
Oh, okay.
It was a bonus.
Yeah, I was just there and I saw that he was in the city. I was like, you know what, fuck this. I just messaged him, so put it up. I was like, all right, cool.
All right, okay. Can you do your graphic, please? So now that I've got your attention. Thank you very much.
I just done mine now, literally.
Okay.
Bonus, so you know what?
No, because I asked him before the thing went on air and he just ignored me.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
On
Yusuf, how
brand.
were you doing this morning?
I'm alright, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. I went to sleep early yesterday, man. I went to sleep at
Really?
9:30.
Oh, I wish I did.
Yeah.
That's good.
But I still feel like I need more.
Do you know what it is? It's when you cross over your it's when you. I mean, first of all, one good night's sleep doesn't cure the years of
it's true,
unrest.
True.
But when you, I think it's like when you are in deep sleep, because I read threads. You know those random threads about things people thought they wish they knew when they were 30 or 27 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I see those all the time on the gram. Yeah.
Yeah, well, some of you are chatting shit though. Shut up. But anyways, and there's always one about like sleep and how there's actually a certain amount of sleep that you actually need. Like you can be fine with like 5 hours, but
Yeah.
debatable.
I think it varies, man,
I think I believe so.
on how much energy you exerted during the day.
That's all right. That's the word.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. Just a little theory.
That's true. That's true. But people, before we get on with the show, like the video, as you know. What's the word? Sorry. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can also join the community, community.thenewblack.com. It's basically our own like social media platform. I was live. What are we gonna call our thing?
What do you mean?
Live posting? We need to come up with a nice word for what we do on
I never think.
yeah, we need to come up with a nice word what we do in the community. You on Twitter you tweet.
Oh, okay.
On
okay.
Facebook, you Facebook. On Insta, you put stuff. You Insta. So we need to come up with one for ours.
That's not how it goes, though, is it?
Yes, no, I couldn't obviously think, Brent. It's
Oh, okay.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Wondering
Yeah,
what-
I started a tweet and I said I shouldn't have started this as a list.
Is this posting, no?
Yeah, but it's a bit like, no, post.
Sharon?
Yeah,
Karen?
sounds like okay. You are just reading Bible verses now. but yeah, guys, join the community. And also, like I told you guys yesterday, every morning we put stuff up on our socials. So retweet that. We put the link to the show. Retweet that. Put other people onto good stuff. And yeah, let's get into our first headlines. All right, so Rishi Sunak rules out Brexit deal that relies on alignment with EU laws. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has said the UK will not pursue any post-Brexit relationship with the EU that relies on alignment with EU laws. It follows reports that some in government want to move towards a Swiss-style deal with less trading friction and more migration. Switzerland can trade easily with the bloc, but must follow some EU rules. Mr. Sunak told business leaders that control of migration was one of the immediate benefits of Brexit. Speaking at the CBI conference in Birmingham, he said, "I voted for Brexit. I believe in Brexit. I know that Brexit can deliver and is already delivering enormous benefits and opportunities for the country." He argued that the UK was now able to have proper control of our borders. He also said the UK was free to pursue trade deals with the world's fastest growing economies. Over the weekend, the Sunday Times reported that senior government figures were considering pursuing a Swiss-style deal. Government ministers as well as Downing Street have denied the story, but it still prompted concern from some Brexit-supporting Conservatives. And the next is about NHS, and NHS bosses in Scotland are discussing making the wealthy pay for treatment. NHS leaders in Scotland have discussed abandoning the founding principles of the service by having the wealthy pay for treatment. The discussion of a two-tier health service is mentioned in draft minutes of a meeting of Scotland's NHS leaders in September. They also raised the possibility of curtailing some free prescriptions. Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon said the principles of the NHS were not up for debate. She acknowledged the very significant pressure facing health services worldwide, but added that the process to redesign and reform would take place for as long as I have got anything to do with it, within the confines of these founding principles. The minutes of the meeting seen by BBC News are marked in confidence, not for onward sharing, and highlight the degree of official concern about the sustainability of Scotland's NHS in its present form. They include suggestions that hospitals should change their appetite for risk by aiming to send patients home more quickly and pause the funding of some new drugs. That's crazy. I mean, there's certain illnesses or certain medication I feel like people shouldn't pay for under the NHS. Like, for example, I've got asthma, I have to pay for my inhalers. I didn't ask for a capped lung. Why am I paying for that?
Because you got a job.
Do you know what? All the years of outrage is solved in a second. It's nice to have you back. Have you back, Marks.
No, if you didn't, I think they'll give it to you for free still.
They actually would. That is the point. That is.
Yeah, because you've been benefits.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This is not really how I wanted this conversation to go. Do you know what's mad? I've actually always been saying that, and no one's ever given me an answer because you work.
I swear.
But then I just feel like it's beyond me.
I think it's difficult these days for black men to respond to black women kind of fussing and stuff, innit? It never ends well.
What made you go with that, bro?
Anyway.
What are you talking about?
What?
You said for all these years, nobody's ever given you an answer.
Yeah, but I didn't say I was approaching only black men.
I just
my
assumed
dilemma.
you were talking to black men, my bad.
I do be talking to black men, but that's not what I'm talking to them about. All right, let's get into our what you saying topic of the day.
I'm trying to buy me 15 minutes.
Huh? What?
What you say?
I heard you said 15 minutes?
I said, you're just trying to buy me 15 minutes. I can't have, I have nothing to say here.
How you can talk about
Yeah,
like,
when it is,
what you
I
want?
was like, Emmanuel must have put a line in there for you somehow, but I'm reading it, I'm thinking,
Nah, not this
I
time.
even think he thinks Gina's here today. That means he even when he is off, he's not on.
That's your friend since y'all was 6, so
Yeah.
no comment.
Well, I'm sure as always we can spin this and get
Yeah, we
Mugs-
always find a way.
and get Mugs involved.
Yeah, but I feel like what would you want for your son? Do you want him to go uni? Like, you can take it from that angle.
Or we could do hypotheticals. What would you have done if you went to uni? And we can just paint your life.
Now you
through
would have been a
uni.
menace.
All right. So what course would you have done?
Wait,
Ooh.
let's introduce. Let's introduce this
Yes,
first,
okay, let's
please.
introduce it. So, topic of the day today. The question is, when are you going to put a poll up?
Yes.
Please, thank
I
you.
will.
So, was university worth your time and money?
No.
All right, there's an answer.
Depends how you look at it, really.
Mm-hmm.
I gained valuable life experience.
Yeah.
Gained some lifelong friends.
Yeah.
You know, made some great memories.
That's right.
But ultimately, I would say it's hard to say no in totality, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
It's a mixed answer. Why are you looking at that?
Because everything you spoke about had nothing to do with uni. Like no learning, no.
I was getting to the uni part.
I said he's getting to the best part.
I was getting to the uni part. Yeah, obviously I learnt in terms of academia, of course. You know what I mean? But was it worth the money? Was it worth the time? After uni, did I feel like my degree was worthwhile and did I use it? You know what I mean? So I would say yes or no. I'll say yes or no. I feel like I didn't. I feel like uni, education as a whole, obviously, in terms of like what it does for you moving forward, I feel like we sold a big dream. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my answer will be the same. I think it's difficult to say yes, it was worth it because I don't think it's worth the money.
Yeah.
I think it's way too damn expensive for what it is I got out of it. The time, what would I spend that time doing? So I guess it was something nice to do. But I would say for me, when I think of the worth, it's more in terms of money. I think uni is very, very overpriced for the amount of for what you do. Uni is very, very independent work. Like, if I'm being honest here, I could have just known about my degree. Like, I studied sociology and politics.
Yeah.
I could have just been given the essential books
Yeah.
and led my way all the way through to exams. Because technically, I kind of did. I don't remember being taught anything. Maybe there's some things that's like, okay, background information they might know more of, as in lecturers and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not anything I can't Google.
Yeah.
It's a lot of independent work. It's not worth the money. It's a waste of money.
Yeah.
But honestly.
In regards to the academics, my biggest eye-opener going to uni was that they didn't actually want to know what I thought about anything.
Yeah, they don't care.
It was more so about
what the book says,
what
you
the book
repeat
say.
it.
It's all about referencing, bibliography. I thought I was coming here to tell you what was in my mind.
Yeah, no, they don't care about that.
Nah, you go and read these books. And
All right, explain that to me.
As in, a lot of the coursework I was doing, a lot of the work I was doing, it wasn't about your independent thought. It was just about reading books on the particular topic, referencing those books,
regurgitating
it, formulating your own idea off the back of
that
literature that was already out there, and basically reference. Like, you couldn't submit a piece of work without referencing. It's impossible.
Yeah, you're
obviously it depends on the subject.
Yeah,
but you couldn't, in my subject, you couldn't hand in any work without a long list of referencing.
Is giving you 98%
bibliography.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you were putting forward ideas
not original
that had no source at all, no reference of experience that you can look up? You were introducing new total ideas.
No, not really. Obviously, from my first piece of work, I knew what I had to do.
Yeah.
But initially, I think my first piece of coursework is when I got the eye opener.
So you wanted to go against the grain. You wanted to basically teach them.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not that. Bread is moving.
No, I want to understand what you're saying.
Let me try and explain it. So with certain, it's not a thing where you can be like, do you know what? I get this theory. For example, so I study sociology, right?
Yeah.
So this is a theory.
Yeah.
Let's look at this from this angle.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. There is no. It's basically the angles that's in the book. And you just basically have to say why it is that you support what it is that's been presented to you.
Yeah.
I feel like with uni, when it comes to the academics part of it, it's really about conforming. Because really, truly, you can't submit. When I remember one time I had an essay, I was like, actually, this is the spin I'm gonna give this question because I could see it beyond what it was that's been taught to me.
Yeah.
Damn, it was the whole situation. Do you get me? So I don't think uni doesn't allow you to. It doesn't allow you to be a free thinker. Of course, it depends on the subject, blah, blah, yeah. But it doesn't allow you to be a free thinker or to... You basically just have these books. And the crazy thing as well is that the books that you even read are by the lecturers that are teaching you. So you basically just have to repeat whatever it is that they've put in their book and then reference them. It's actually an ego field.
You got taught by the people...
That read the books?
Who wrote the books?
Yeah. Not all my books, obviously. Some of them are old, but yeah. But some of my books, like the sociologist theory I'm speaking on, is my lecturer that I'm looking at.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So you can't even someone like that. Yeah. I remember. Oh my gosh, I remember this guy. He was so arrogant, so cheeky that you have to basically see what he saw. So if you say, "Oh, I saw this," that he'll be like, "That's not what I was talking about," and I think that makes it even difficult because they wrote it. Yeah. You can't say like. Say I read someone else's work that's like died or something.
Yeah.
Freud or something. I can say that, you know what, this is what I think he's trying to say. They might be like, you know what, that's an interesting angle.
Yeah.
But when the person's alive, living and teaching you,
I
can't say this is what you might be trying to say. They're like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Do you get what I mean? So I think uni was a lot of conforming. I don't think it allows you to actually be smart. Again, depending on the subject, of course, but with politics and with sociology, it was really just me doing everything else people have basically done. And just, I really could have taught myself that. I didn't, it's a shame because obviously I thought I was going to go into law. I wanted to go into law.
Yeah.
If I knew I was going to go into law, I was going to end up doing what I'm doing today. I would have skipped that part. Because now I'm in debt and for what? But yeah,
In other
let's see
words,
what question.
Bren, your question been answered?
I don't think so.
Yeah, kind of, but no. That's all right. That's fine.
That's all right.
I'm only going to annoy you.
What's that?
I'm only going to annoy you.
So there'll be a mix who went to uni, blah, 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 please, blah, 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 blah. So with that in mind, so considering some who have no debt and some have debt, and, you know, was it worth it from your perspective financially? Definitely not. How much did you pay when you went to uni?
Tuition fees were 1,125.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
That's basically free. Mine was 9,250.
Yeah, I know.
And do you know how much contact time I had a week?
How much what?
Contact time with lecturers I had a week.
How much?
I saw 50 minutes per like module. I had 4 modules a term.
Yeah.
And then for each module, I have one lecture that's 50 minutes long.
Yeah.
And a seminar that's 50 minutes long.
Sound like a good time to me.
Yeah, but I don't want to pay money to be here to have free time.
That sounds like a hell of a good time to me.
What a scam.
You know what I mean? So what, you spent the most of your time doing independent
library.
work in the library?
Just do my own work, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a good time to me. For me personally, I would prefer that than going to lectures for hours on end.
Yeah, but I don't want to pay for it. When I think of the fact that I'm paying for this,
Yeah.
it makes me sick. The Nigerian in me twitches in my sleep. I'm paying £9,250
Yeah.
to see someone for 100 minutes every week.
Listen,
Like my entire uni experience per term was 400 minutes a week, and I'm paying £9,250.
I used to sleep in lectures, man. Most of my learning was done by myself anyway. I was known for being in lectures falling asleep. That was like my thing.
It's mad.
I was always sleeping in lectures, bro.
£1,000.
All right, Marks. If you went to university, all right, what course would you have done?
I don't know. I don't even know the courses, bro.
What would you be interested in? I feel like you would have. I feel like you look like, oh, you look like a sports kind of guy.
No.
Nah. Media.
Nah, I don't even media.
Nah, Carlix. Physics.
Physics.
No.
But you know what? Actually, I actually see. Do you know what? I see you either the sports guy or you would have been like in like engineering or economics or something.
Business, economics.
Yeah,
There we go.
I see that. I actually see that for you. You would have. He's one of the. He would have been.
thrived.
Yes, you would have been one of those students that doesn't come to lectures often.
At all.
But we'll get it first. At all, but we'll get it first. And they'll submit every assignment as and when it needs to be.
I think Marks would have been that guy who didn't come to lectures but had a great rapport
everybody
with the lecturers. So the lecturers, for some reason,
Will
they
just take to
let
you.
you off because they just took to your personality.
You're very
and charm,
likeable, you
whatever.
know.
You've got to work smarter, not
Yeah,
harder.
exactly.
You get me?
Marks would have been getting other people to do some like notes for him.
I don't
I
know
mean-
how. I don't know how that would have worked.
No, it would have worked. Because you know what it is? You're very likable.
It was
You
just
can
the
get
whole
people to do
uni
things.
stuff. Because once I realized, even with like college and that, once I realized there was like no what's the word I'm looking for?
No, what? Break.
No, there's no
No freedom.
no. There's plenty of freedom. There's too much freedom. Like I don't have to be here. Like there's
Oh,
nothing.
Oh, okay.
You
There's
know
no
that-
structure.
Yeah, there's no structure. There's no parameters set that I have to do this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like if you don't want to turn up to
So you
class.
wouldn't have
obviously,
thrived
you're
with
an adult now, isn't it? So it's like
No, but
you
you know
don't
what's mad?
have to come. You know what
Yeah,
I
but
mean?
as a kid, maybe now it would be alright. But as a kid,
Yeah.
them times they're like, because I only went to school because I had to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So once they let me out now, then I don't have to do this stuff no more.
Then I'm not going to.
Then I won't go in. You know what I'm trying to
Okay.
say?
But then to be fair though, uni, you do have to go. Because if you don't go to your lectures and stuff, they kick you out. My uni used to write, it was so funny. My uni used to write, they would write letters to your parents to let them know that you weren't coming in. So obviously you're in uni, you're living.
Yeah.
Then you just get, one of my housemates got a call from his dad. It's like, I got a letter and they said that if you don't go back, if you don't improve your attendance, you're going to be kicked out. And then they basically give you know how like in school, you get a slip. So if you're like a naughty kid, whatever, you get a slip to make for teachers, each subject to mark that you're in class. They do that in uni as well. My uni anyway.
Most people that was going to uni and college and all that stuff were just doing it just to say that they've done it. Or just to say that they go uni or to say
Yeah, I
they
think
go
a lot of people
college.
didn't have
No one
direction
really
on what they wanted to
done
do.
anything with it. And then even people that, it's like what everybody said, everybody got all degrees and stuff, come out into the workplace, don't even use them.
Yeah.
Don't
I
even,
do
not even
think,
working
though-
in what you're studying. I think it's just like
Yeah, I know a lot of things can be taken from a uni in it. And like, you don't have to, just because you study something doesn't mean that once
You
you
have to
leave
go in that,
uni,
yeah.
you're going to go into it necessarily. Like, for example, I know bare people who done law, and it almost became a pattern that people didn't even go into law after it.
Yeah.
Like, literally became a pattern. Bare
Yeah.
people that done law, they're working in finance, whatever business. Some people not even working in anything to do with that.
yeah. See, I see that stuff all the time. And to be fair, most of the stuff that I see people take away from uni are the things that you're talking about,
Yeah.
like the relationships and
Yeah.
the experiences and the memories.
But to be fair,
and
though,
that.
also it's the skills as well.
Skills,
Yeah, I do think that there's
wisdom, knowledge, all of that, man.
yeah.
I think it depends on what you study, no?
Yeah, obviously, if you're doing medicine, for example, I feel like
That is your career, boy.
you're on a path to being a doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're doing, I don't know, law or business or psychology, say it for me, Esther, please.
Psychology.
Psychology. You might not
Psychology.
necessarily even go into that path once you leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, because I feel like medicine, that's a very intentional decision. That's an intentional course. It's much longer than normal courses, right, Esther? I swear,
Yeah.
medicine is like 5 years.
Yes, at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, expand.
So once
Daniel asks-
you commit, you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Daniel asks, if you didn't have to pay for university,
Yeah.
would your discipline have changed?
No, I've always been studious like that anyway. Like even through sixth form, I was always in the library. Like I've always been that way inclined. Like I take education very, very seriously. So yeah,
Is
I mean when it
instilling you
was
by your parents,
sorry,
was that instilling you by your mother?
Yeah, actually, yeah, growing up, yeah, yeah. But because obviously I grew up I went to school in Nigeria,
Yeah, okay.
and over there education is very serious. Like it's not a like over there, yeah. If you don't do well, you repeat classes.
Yeah.
So your friends will move on to the next year, and you keep repeating until you pass that class to be able to move on. Like the discipline back home when it comes to education, it's serious. So that has definitely been ingrained in me from when I was a kid
Yeah.
all the way till like.
Also, I'm
Yeah.
not sure if this varies from course to course or just
Yeah.
happened in my time, but my first year of uni didn't count towards my final grade,
Yeah.
and they let us know that from the beginning.
Yeah, see, I didn't even
So
know.
no one was taking uni seriously in the first year because we all knew that whatever grades I get,
It's all good.
they don't count towards.
Let's go get
the end.
40%.
Yeah, just you're just scraping through. You're passing 40, 50. You're not really putting much effort in. You're just going out every single day. The first year was meant to be like it was just fun.
Yeah.
And then second year, third year, you took it more seriously.
But you know, clock though, when people who didn't take the first year like very seriously, definitely struggled in the second year
Because
and the
they
third
took
year.
they took those habits
Yes.
into the second year, into the
And
third
that's
year.
the thing with habits.
Whereas
yeah?
I knew I was just in second gear, and I knew when it was time to go to third, fourth, sixth gear, I could
Let's
just do
go.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, because people will always be like, oh, it's only 40%, it's only 40%. I'm like, these habits follow you, man. It's
Yeah,
discipline.
it's true. It's true.
Did you ever visit any campuses, Mags?
So what?
Did you ever visit any campuses?
No.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Did you
Uni raves.
just stay or stick in Hackney?
What do you mean? In school?
The way you
When
framed that was funny.
Yeah,
No,
anyway,
after
like,
school.
stick.
During the years of university, like, was it 21 to maybe 25? Where were you? What were you doing?
I was in the streets, man.
Them roads, nigga, rapping. What you
I
talking
was
about?
in the streets, baby.
Mash Town, baby.
I was in the ends.
No, Mash Town, baby.
A couple of years in prison in there.
Mash Town High, you get me?
Is it Mash Town High?
Mash Town High, man.
What was I doing between?
The years.
Was it up to 25?
It depends on what you study. Yeah.
Yeah, I was out here. Yeah, I was just outside. But remember, I was rapping and stuff as well. You get me? I was a trailblazer. I was a superstar, so it was different for me.
What did you study? Someone asked what you studied.
Marketing and business management.
Okay.
What, have you used that at all for anything today?
Yeah, of course. Marketing. I use marketing all the time. I haven't used it in a corporate sense, as in did I get a corporate marketing job once I finished uni? No, but I've used marketing to market myself, to market my endeavors, my ventures and stuff.
Okay, so there's things that you learned in uni that help you today.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Sorry, 18 to 21 university. I don't know why I said 21 to 25.
18 to
The
21.
Trinidad
Yeah.
University.
They definitely not true. Yeah, what were you doing 18 to 21? Still on the streets?
Yeah, I was in prison.
Do you know 3 years?
I went in prison at 20. I came out at 22.
Okay. All right. Did you find any... I don't know how it works in prison. Do you have libraries and stuff?
Yeah, you are an
Huh?
Do you have libraries and stuff? Can you like?
Do you have what and
Can
stuff?
you gain
Libraries.
any
Libraries.
degrees in prison? Any qualifications at
You
all?
do
I
get
think you
qualifications,
can. I
Yeah,
think you can. I think you
Like
can
what?
do like college courses and stuff like that, and all kinds of normal courses, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think it might not be to the full extent of freedom, but
I know you can get radicalized.
Do you know what?
in
You
prison.
say that there.
no, but you can learn. You can learn. You can
That's what I'm
learn.
saying. Did you?
Did I learn anything?
Yes.
No, I was in prison. I was chilling.
There's a prisoner I know, yeah, and he was
If I wasn't trying to learn anything on road, why would I be trying to learn anything in prison?
Because there's so much
We've
more,
got more time.
to waste. No.
No, you do. You
And the
do.
thing is, you're well read, which is, it's funny to me. So you've heard or watched stuff, and you just kept it in your head. It's retained.
Yeah.
All the stuff about history and geography and all that kind of stuff. You just during your primitive years, your formative years.
Yeah, and if I still actively study history, nah.
How?
period.
It's a how.
I should read. I should read more, but it's more through like just like videos and information, and listening to stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I should read more. I want to get into reading more, but I don't know what route to go down properly.
Okay.
Get a book.
Just pick one up.
Yeah, but what I don't know what type.
Are you into fiction or fact?
Fact.
Maybe you should read all biographies.
That'd be good.
But people that you find
People
inspiring.
yeah.
Find it
Yeah, yeah.
interesting.
That'd be a good route. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
that's always my thought thinking whenever I'm thinking I want to start reading books.
Yeah.
It's let me get an autobiography of someone that I look up to, aspire to. You know what I mean?
I would want to read after I read a book. I'd like to feel come away from it feeling like I learned something.
Yeah.
There's a few books I've got to read, you know.
Obviously, with autobiographies, you can learn something about someone.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's the same.
Yeah, it's going to teach you anything.
So Sharif said he went to uni in jail. I don't know what that means. Can you explain?
No, because you know what it is? I know
You
a prisoner
can
who got
go
loads
to
of...
college
Sharif went to
or
uni in jail,
uni.
Mark.
You can attend these things while you're in prison.
Yeah, there's stuff you can do.
There's people in open jails
Yeah.
that get a chance to come out and study and stuff like that. My friend left prison with a whole qualification. The thing that he's doing now, his company that he's doing now, his electrician and whatever. He started all that in prison.
Yeah.
And what's your day-to-day look like? Daniel asked.
When-
In prison. Sorry to take you back here.
You're not sorry, are you? You're not.
Man,
Man
What
said
did he do
sorry
in
to-
prison?
No,
man's
you're
making,
not.
him, man's making him relive
The trauma.
the prison years.
I don't know. He might have had an enjoyable time there.
Get up in the morning. Prison was just like going to school. It's like boys' school. It's alright, same shit.
So it was boarding school.
Yeah, it was just the same shit. It was cool. You wake up in the morning, you get exercise.
Oh my God, what time do you wake up?
They get you up about 7 or something.
Don't we have all the day? Why wake up so early?
Because you got to be up. And then
What time's bedtime?
I think they lock you up at 5 or 6 or something. Sometimes-
PM?
Yeah. Sometimes you can come out in the evening for like an hour.
Yeah, you're good to wake up at 7 a.m.
You can get social like an hour sometimes. Some wings don't really give you all that. Or sometimes the social is earlier. Like you're allowed you're supposed to get like an hour out your cell in it every day. So it's 24-hour bang up. You get an hour outside. But then different jails and different wings, you can get different privileges. So sometimes you can get out a little bit more. Or if you're working, if you got a job, then you'll be out a bit more. If you got education, you'll be out during the day during education and whatever. Then you get your social hour for yourself to have your phone call and your. But yeah, you're banged up quite a bit.
Okay.
Weekend regime as well. You're in from early. You don't come back out. I don't think there's weekend social. I think it's early. You're just locked up for a lot of the time. You're just in the cell.
Okay,
So you should be
go back to
reading
your
or listening to
day-to-day.
music or something. They wake you up in the morning. You get exercise. That's like a half hour or something in the
force?
morning.
Well,
You don't
nothing
have
else
to.
do.
You don't have to go, but there's nothing else to do. So some people will just get up and go walk around in circles in the morning. What else do you do? Then you come back, and then it'll be movements. So you'll either go to education or go to work. If you don't, you'll stay in your cell till lunchtime.
With your friends
No,
or by
like,
yourself?
it depends. It's not with your friends. It's either a single man cell or a double man cell. So if your celly's gone to work, then you're by yourself. Then they'll open it up for lunch. Then you go get lunch, and then they'll lock you back up again. And then you're locked up until it's time to let you out for your hour. And then they'll give you an hour. You'll go shower, have your talk on your phone. Then you can chill with your friends. And then they slam you back up and lock you up again.
This is crazy.
Look at your face.
Man said with your friends. You're just locked up all day.
It's actually crazy. It's actually very wild.
There's-
That's not what I imagined it to be.
What's it like? What do you think it's gonna be?
Okay, so obviously I know that there has to be like a routine. So you wake up same time, that's fine.
Yeah.
The exercise bit, I just thought, you go out to the yard. Maybe it's the things I've watched that's
I said the
skewing
yard,
the yard. So you try not to, you stay away from the bad boys. You do it's like everyone's in their clique kind of situation.
Yeah.
But I thought like during the day, you're either doing something, or if you are not doing anything outside, like the cell doors are open. But then people can plan an escape that way. Do you know what? Yeah, because if you've got a lot of
Escape.
for lack of a better word, if you've got a lot of deviants together,
Yeah.
lack of a better word,
Yeah.
no offense to people.
No, they're in jail.
Yeah, but sensitivity and that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so if you've got a lot of people who are rebels, rebels a better word,
Yeah.
rebels, yeah, and they get to spend hella hours of the day together all the time,
Yeah.
they definitely come up with a plan of how to
Escape.
escape. So it makes sense.
Maybe
actually,
or just
when I
have to
think
be
about
better
it.
criminals once they come out.
That makes sense actually. Yeah, because you got me in there networking.
Yeah, you will network. You do a lot of networking.
Yeah,
as
that
well.
makes sense. That makes sense actually.
I don't think prison escape. I
still-
don't think prison escape attempts are common. Are they?
Yeah,
It depends from what kind of prison you're talking about.
yeah,
Okay.
If you're open
DCATs,
prison-
man leave from DCATs a lot.
yeah.
So it's easy. So why is it so easy to get out?
It's not easy.
It's a DCAT. It's an open jail.
That's an open jail.
That's what I said. It depends what kind of jail.
Yeah,
you're
but it's
talking
not open jail,
no,
like-
no. I'm talking about
Yeah, what's an open jail?
maximum security jail. I ain't
What's an
talking about
open prison?
Yeah, maximum security. Yeah,
Open prison is a prison. It's open.
So wait, you can admit yourself and then
You
release
can-
yourself?
it's not
It's a-
rehab.
It's,
I said
it's an
admit
open
yourself.
prison. You can walk out. You can walk away. There's no cage. There's no gates. It's an open jail
I don't understand what you're saying. To the public?
to anybody.
What's it?
Yeah.
I
Like
think
it's a
I think
museum.
what he means is
It's not prison.
if you're sentenced to time in an open jail, yeah, you're sentenced to a specific amount of time. You can't just leave during your sentence.
Yes, you can. How can they stop you?
So then, what is the point?
What do you mean? What is the point?
What's the point?
Why you call it prison?
Because it's still prison.
I don't call it prison. I call
I know,
it
but-
living. But it is. It's all rehabilitation, isn't it? You got different categories of prisons. You got A cat, B cat, C cat, D cat.
Okay,
A
cool, cool.
cat
Yeah, okay,
is the
okay.
most maximum
That makes sense, that
security.
makes sense.
High D cat is the lowest. The D cat ones
All right.
are getting ready to make their way back into society. It's a rehabilitation. They go outside. They can work. They can study. They can do whatever. It's an open prison.
Okay.
Oh, so you mean it's like being on...
you've given the caveats. It makes more
I
sense.
still don't understand. It's like being on... what's that thing called on your ankle?
Tag.
Yeah.
No, because tags. You're on tag. They can monitor you. This is an open prison. You're in a jail.
You are teaching
I
me
can
right
wake
now,
up
right?
out of my
You're,
bed.
You're the professor right now, right?
I can wake up in open prison. I can wake up out of my bed, walk out of my dorm, or climb out of my window
Go to Hackney.
and walk into freedom. Yes.
So what's keeping you there?
Can you leave through the main
Me?
door? Not
There ain't no door. It's an open jail. Well, the jail that I was doing was
no.
like Holiday Bay.
Can we
The main
Google it?
the main exit and entrance to the building. You can walk out of there freely with no qualms.
Yeah.
The security at the.
I'm not finished. Hello, good morning.
Of course, you're not finished. Good
Sharif.
morning. The mic.
Hello, Sharif, how are you?
What's going on? We can't hear
Oh.
anything, Brent.
Oh, Sharice done what he must have.
Sorry,
I was
Mark,
just
your
calling
phone.
in because I thought Mark's was explaining correctly, so I just wanted to explain the difference in it.
Yeah.
All right.
What's that? What am I doing?
All right. Dude, in prison, you got different categories of prison, innit? So if you're high risk and you've just been sentenced and you get A cat off, then you got B cat, and then you got C cat, and you got D cat, which is open jail. So I've been through all of them, innit? When you're in D cat, it's open jail. So basically, when you go there, you have a set time when you can't leave the prison. And then after that, they try to, it's about rehabilitation. So they try to introduce you back into the community. So you get town visits when you can leave the jail for like 9-10 hour periods and be in the community. And then you get home visits when you can be in the community for 5 straight days. And then you also can work and do all those types of things.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I was in jail, I went through the processes. I started off as a BCAT prisoner. After a certain amount of time, I got recategorized and got down to CCAT. Then I went for my parole for release. They didn't give me release, and then I ended up in a DCAT prison. And they said I had to introduce myself into the community. So whilst I was in DCAT prison, I did community work. So I left the jail at 6:45 every day and went and worked in a food bank for nothing, basically. And I used to come back at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. but other people can do like paid work. But if you do paid work, they changed it whilst I was there. So if you do paid work, they take 40% of your money, and that goes to what's it called? I can't remember, but they take 40% of your money. So you can earn whilst you're in jail, but you don't earn the full wages like everybody else on the outside.
So
Man said a real life prisoner professor. Hey, Brett, you're taking liberties.
My bad.
I was like, what is going on?
All right.
I just saw it pop up on my screen. I'm not a prison professional. You're bad, man.
Oh, is that what you wrote on the screen as his title?
It's only because I was learning from him, this guy, thinking that he knew everything.
Yeah.
And then Sharif is now.
I'm not a professor. No. To be fair, I did a substantial amount of time in prison, innit?
He told us in a more intricate, detailed way. You were just like, yeah, you can just walk out.
He told you the same thing. The prisons are categorized from A to D. A is maximum security, D is no security, and you can
what
step
Miles was
outside.
saying, you can just walk out because there's no fences. You understand?
All right, so if you walk out, would they hound you down?
They're chasing you.
Yeah, you're on the run.
Yeah, of course they would. Yeah, you're on the run. You've absconded.
Yeah, that's
You've
the
absconded,
I think that's the part you
and
kind
you
of.
never get DCAT again if you've absconded.
That's the part you kind of
They give you some trust.
left out.
They
It's
trust
that
you.
you can't just leave and never come back.
Yeah, but it was implied. Why do you think you would leave? Wait. Why do you think you would walk out of prison and you wouldn't
Because you were talking.
chased?
Are you so stupid or something?
No, because you were originally started off about talking about
Lacking.
breakout.
You're lacking critical thinking.
No, don't do that.
So I'm saying they're just saying to the jail, you can just walk home and be cool. You can just go home.
Like,
That's
why
what I'm
would you?
telling
Because then
you.
why are you there in the first place?
This is why I turned
jail.
around, because what you were suggesting
Don't
wasn't
try
making
that.
sense to me. I'm saying, why is it called a prison if it is you could just walk home?
No,
Wait,
because
one
it's
second.
an open jail.
How many people in the chat thought I was saying you're allowed to just like?
No. But this conversation
started about you started talking about prison breaks.
Esther, hold me down.
Escaping from prison.
I'm holding that because it started with me saying people escaping.
Yeah, that's
How is it an escape if you're allowed to walk out?
the premise of the
See,
conversation
but see, the
was
thing is,
about
it's
escaping
different.
from prison.
Hold on one sec. It's different. See, escaping and absconding is two different things. When you're in an open jail, if you walk out, that's called absconding.
And if you escape?
But if you escape from like an A, B, or C cat. You can't escape from a D cat. That's
You've essentially
absconding.
got their privileges to leave, innit? So you hadn't escaped, you just absconded.
Yeah, but the thing is that you and Sharif know the technicality of the word escape. Any other human being listen to me, any lay person listening to me say escape,
they know what you mean.
you should know what I mean.
Yeah,
if
fact.
you escape, that means you're
Okay,
because you're not
fair
allowed to
enough.
leave.
There's
you're
no
gonna
one's,
get
no
got
one's in the wrong here apart from Yusuf and Brent. Because
How?
nobody was saying.
How?
Because
How
no
is
one,
it
hell?
wrong?
you
How is it
should
wrong?
not have assumed that man was just saying you could just leave and go home and it's all right.
It's a silly assumption. I
It's
think you
a
would think
stupid
that.
assumption.
No,
man.
I didn't assume it was okay. I was just perturbed that you can walk out in the first place.
But you can though. If you, that's what you.
No,
Brent
I
said-
thought it was
No,
okay.
if you
I
wanted
thought
to just
was
walk out, you can't just walk
Of course,
out.
it's not okay to walk out.
No, you have to run. You have
You
to run
couldn't-
a little bit.
That isn't what
You're
I
on
was
the run.
implying.
You're on the run, and they will chase you down. Yeah, and that's it. You
Bro,
understand?
I don't know
Like,
what
you'd have to have.
I don't know what open jail you went. I went Hoddesley Bay. Bro.
I was in Stamford Hill.
All right, cool. So I think I've probably been to Stamford Hill. It looks like it's more built up. I was in Hoddesley Bay, bro. That in Ipswich, it's pure fields and that. It's not nothing built up. Like
Yeah,
that.
like you're still running. You're running.
You
Like,
can walk out of your window and walk into freedom. Walk into freedom if that's what you want in the night.
Yeah,
At the time. Huh?
Stamford Hill was a bit like that as well. Like literally, you can just walk out the place, innit? Like it weren't that hard to get out the jail. There's no fences, innit? There's no fences. You're trusted to stay there. That's the whole point.
And there's no
DCAT
man
was a
with
trip
there's
for
no
me. I
man
couldn't
with
understand
gun
it.
on the roof and that watching you.
No, DCAT was a trip for me. I hated it, to be fair. I preferred normal jail because I didn't like the idea of like you let me out on the weekend and I see my family and my people and my kids, and
you
then
have to go
on a
back.
Monday I have to go back I have to take myself back to prison. That used to trip me out. I hated that, to be fair, but I had to go through it for the process of getting out because I'm a parole sentence prisoner.
It's crazy, man.
This has been absolutely amazing. Yeah.
For what?
Eye opener. Brent wants to go to prison.
No, I don't.
I said, no, don't put that out there.
But I understand the nature of being in this this DCAT and him feeling away when
Do you know what the wickedest is? When I first got to DCAT and I was there and it was all open and things like that, it bugged me out because I did a substantial time in prison. I'd done 10 years in prison. So when I got to DCAT, I had been in jail about 8 years or something like that. And it bugged me out. I was there for about a week and I hated it. I phoned home and was complaining. My girl at the time had to cuss me out and tell me I'm being an idiot because I was talking about going back to normal jail then rather than being in an open jail. because it tripped me out. I couldn't handle. I didn't like the idea that I've got all this freedom, but I'm not free. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that would be a lot though.
Yeah, I was made for freedom, but I went there. I was like, this ain't prison. This is living. I was cool, man.
When Cat D.
Yeah, I was straight. When I got
But do you know what it is? But Marks, I understand that. But I did years before I got there, so it's like my brain has been like I've trained my brain into being inside, and then all of a sudden I'm inside, but I'm not inside.
It's for man like you that's gonna reacclimatize. You get me?
Yes, yeah, no, your facts. It is for man like man that's done long, and you have to try and readjust. You know what I mean? Because it is a difference. If you've done a long time and then you're coming out, it is a big readjustment. You understand?
Did you say you studied anything in there?
Yeah, I done Open University when I was in jail.
What did you get?
I didn't finish it, to be fair. I got two.
You was in jail.
There's a point system in it. Like the people that went uni know there's credit system in it. I got 220 credits. You need 360 to get a degree with honors.
Okay,
fair play.
You're gonna do it.
You know, to be fair, it wasn't. If I'm being wholeheartedly honest, it wasn't. To be fair, it wasn't my fault that I didn't finish it. The jail system kind of changed, and they weren't catering to man that's studying, because prison's meant to be about rehabilitation, but it's not. Point blank period. It's not. It's about banging your door. You understand? And keeping you in there. The man that actually want to rehabilitate, they're not trying to help. You understand? They're really not trying to help. So I got problems when I was trying to access my course. They booked me a test when I didn't know it was coming. They completely forgot to send my uni work over because I don't have no direct contact with the uni. I have to go through the jail. I have to liaise through the jail. There's a person that's meant to be dedicated person that works there. When the cuts came, recession come and all these kind of things, and they're cutting prison staff, those are the prison staff that get cut, not the people that open and close your door. You understand? So that's where I had problems, and I didn't end up finishing it.
Wow.
So what then? Did you continue at art?
No, now I changed my whole business plan. I was doing the business, and now I'm a builder. I'm a builder now. I did something completely different to what I was studying.
Are you bunning something?
A cigarette, sorry. What do you mind my bunning something? Hey, Marks, stop the foolishness.
That's before you getting away from bacon. Man saying, yeah, so man, if the degree didn't come true, you get me, Gilly. But now man doing the building thing. The building thing.
No, you know what it is? When I got out, hey, Mark, stop the foolishness. When I came out, obviously, as an ex-con trying to survive in this society, it's a bit difficult. I was doing business and I wanted to do accounting, and then they told me, "Bruv, you can't do accounting. You went to jail for armed robbery." So. But I've been studying accounting for how long? You know what I mean? So I had to change my whole career path. And then building work, they don't care about no previous convictions. You can get on a building site and you've done the worst heinous crimes in the world. They don't care. You understand? So that's where I ended up. And I've just continued with that so far.
That's dope. Then. Big up yourself, Sharif.
All right, I'm going to let you go. You can continue, babe. Love, always.
Bye.
Appreciate the call.
So, do you have to be married to get conjugal visits in prison?
I don't think conjugal visits is a thing like that.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know. I think you have to Google special jails or special circumstances.
You just don't get none. That's mad.
But in the common jails, they're not letting off a thing like that. They do family visits sometimes and give you a chance to come and have extra long. In the family visits, yeah, I've seen prisons that do family visits. That's not open for everybody. Like special. I don't know,
circumstances kind of thing.
Whatever it may be, the list, whatever they do. And seeing people get to chill out with their family and their kids during the day. And I don't know if they could teeth a little pussy somewhere, then they'll do it. I've heard stories, but I don't know.
Bussy?
You know he didn't say it, bussy.
What's bussy?
Brent's, it's maybe a Trinidad slang. I don't want to know. What else? What other question is there to go?
Yeah, I was looking through and seeing if you've covered.
Brent is so dumb.
All the points.
I think we should just move.
If you had to do it again, would you?
I will. Do you know what's funny actually? Because I was recording with a queer yesterday, and she actually asked me. She said, "If your kids said they didn't want to go to uni, what would your reaction be?" And I said, to be honest, for me, it's about what your plans are. If you got something else, like you're not gonna say, "I don't want to go to uni."
Yeah.
I don't want to work. I don't want to do it. You're just gonna be a bum in here. Me and your dad taking care of you. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So if it's like you don't want to go to uni because you've got other plans and you want to do this and do that, I'm always fine with that. But I do think that going to uni, I know obviously we're going to like a different age.
Yeah.
We're just in a very different space where degrees aren't really everyone's go-to.
Yeah.
But I still do think that degrees hold a certain level of je ne sais quoi in rooms. Do you know what I mean? So I would encourage my kids to get some kind of degree.
What rooms?
In a lot of rooms. I think
there's not me pushing back on you. I'm just
I don't know. I'm saying no. I don't have a specific example, but in rooms, I feel like even say you're someone who's I've even like heard creatives.
Yeah.
If you're a creative, for example.
Yeah.
And you have a degree, I don't know. It just puts you in a different kind of like. It might not be significant.
Yeah, I hear
but
you.
It puts you in a different kind of
feel
light,
like-
in my opinion.
Because I done a master's degree in it after my first degree, and I felt like people were with my master's degree. It was more so something that impressed people, as opposed to something that
have you got a master's?
as opposed to something that
Look at that, impressed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Case
what
in
it's in,
point.
no longer is it. It's just like,
Could've been- it could've been anything. You said,
It could be in
Yeah.
paper planes.
as opposed to something that actually I
You got
feel
a
like
master's though.
helped me in my career.
Okay,
It
yeah.
was more so, oh my God, you got a master's degree, you're 21 years old. But I don't feel like it helped me get to where I was looking to get within
Really?
market. Yeah, not at all really. It was all about, okay, you've got a master's degree, but you haven't got no experience.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, but I've got the master's.
I've got the yeah, I feel you.
But you've got no experience. I know, but I just came out of uni. Like
Yeah.
it was annoying. I'm like, why did I do this? Because it was so much pushback. I was like, it felt pointless, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. But again, it depends on
I think
the subject, it depends on a lot of things, isn't it?
Yeah, I do think there are skills you can get from having a degree that you may not necessarily be able to. I don't know. It's an interesting one.
So what have you got a master's in?
Marketing and business management.
So you're a grandmaster in
Grandmaster, baby.
marketing.
MSc. Yeah, man.
You should be doing all the marketing for the show.
Listen, apparently I'm only suited to be behind the mic.
Because you ain't got no experience.
There you go.
You're down.
You can have the role if you want. I'll just the percentages. It's yours.
We can talk off air.
All right, cool. Marks, Kevin asked, would you go back to study now that you're out?
I've been out of job. Don't talk to me like that.
Wait, did he ask that question? Hold up.
You must be talking to Sharif.
Will Marks go back to study now? Yeah, I remember.
I said it must be talking to Sharif.
Nah, yeah, I've been in prison for God knows how long.
When do you come out of prison?
You say that 22,
2007.
Okay.
15 years. Wow, that's a long time.
Nah, I wouldn't go back to study because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'd want.
What are you studying?
If that
Well,
makes
the
sense.
thought-
What am I
the thought of
studying?
studying
What am I
is
going to
just-
do with the paper? I've studied separately and got other qualifications to do different things
Okay.
on my own time when I
Yeah.
wanted to go and learn how to do something. So I've studied
You're a qualified boiler man, innit?
kind of because I'm not gas safe at the minute, but I can do
Good.
plumbing. I done plumbing and gas. I done gas engineering. I went and studied that, and I studied cooking, culinary school, chef stuff, so I can work in the kitchen and shit. So I got myself my own kind of papers to go and do shit, but
It's stuff that you're interested in.
or just stuff that I could do if I was going to do
Yeah.
things that will make me self-sufficient and go and do. I don't feel like I need any documents or any masters or degrees to say this and that in the space that I'm in, because I can just go and do it because I got experience.
There you go.
It's a full circle, man.
Esther, would you ever date a man in prison? Not that you met him in prison. You met him in real life.
Esther's
prison.
not a sufferer, man.
He went to prison.
Esther's not a sufferer.
I met him and then he went to prison.
Yeah. No, you were dating.
Even
You were in
so,
a relationship with him and he went to prison.
I think his time's over. Sorry, babe, I'm going to ask this for you.
No, you're answering correctly. His time is really over. But I can't. I don't
Does
like
it
suffering.
depend on the crime?
Greatly, but why
If
are you
he's
in there in the first
innocent,
place?
if he's innocent,
Like,
misjustice.
okay, so is he? But he's innocent. Something that I can prove myself. Not that he's just telling me he's innocent. Because you don't remember me saying a lot of things.
Okay.
I can actually prove it. Like he's saying to
Yeah.
me, like I was actually with him that night.
Yes.
And they're not listening to us.
Yes.
I'm gonna stick beside him. Depends how long though.
2 years.
Oh, I can do 2 years. That's fine. I've been celibate longer.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Visits.
Visit what?
Visits. How
Oh,
often?
to see him?
Yeah, how often?
Yeah, of course I would. I would visit him. I'll write him letters. I'll do all that great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he comes back and we're having a barbecue. A welcome home barbecue.
Not a barbecue. What is this?
I love a barbecue, you know.
Barbershop movie. Man
I
said the
love
barbecue.
barbecues, man. The cookout. Yeah. I would stay with if I know that you're innocent, then I absolutely would stay with you.
All right, cool.
I'm a rider.
Do you have any friends that you met in uni that you're still in contact with now?
Equia.
Okay.
I met Equia literally the first week of uni, I believe.
All right.
We've been friends ever since. And like a lot of my other friends,
Yeah.
my friends are mainly from one of my uni girls and like sixth form.
Was that relationship worth university?
Absolutely.
Okay.
My sisters.
All right.
I mean, I could have saved money and met other sisters, but
Yeah. Marks, do you have any friends that you met in jail that you're still in contact with?
Yeah. How many? One. He was my soulmate for a little bit though. That's my brother, man.
Okay, nice.
That was my
I
kid
like
he
how
gave me.
you said that, soulmate.
Sale. Sorry.
Oh.
Sell, not sell.
Sorry.
Cellmate.
I was there thinking you had stopped this whole. Why?
Brent, you need to. Yeah,
Brent is bored today.
I don't know what Brent is doing.
Brent is
No.
bored.
This
I
man,
honestly heard soulmate.
Mug.
Honestly.
he's been this.
Yeah, but you
since
can
yesterday
use your
morning.
own brain discretion. Why would you say soulmate?
I didn't think cellmate. I just heard soulmates. I'm like, that connection must have been pure.
Wherever Eman is, he's doing this because a lot of critical thinking is lacking in this room.
Yeah.
He's twitching heavy.
My bad.
It's all right.
See, someone else thought you said soulmate. You see?
Rebecca, stop
Yeah,
your
don't
foolishness.
hang on to Rebecca's words. Rebecca's different. You're in the room.
Another one, look.
Okay, right. Nah, you're in the room, Brent. You have no excuse.
Oh,
Do you-
look, another one.
Okay.
Stacey's
Thank
American.
you very much.
Do you have your
Can't
headphones
have
on,
an
Brent?
accent.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Maybe if you had your
probably
headphones
right.
on,
It's
yeah. What about you, Yusuf? Have you made lifelong friends from uni?
Yeah, I've still got quite a few friends from uni actually.
Really? Okay, that's sweet.
Yeah, one that you guys all know,
Who?
Marvin Abbey.
Oh, really? That's from uni?
Yeah, I met
Okay.
Marvin uni.
What uni was that? What uni did you guys go? Did you go?
We went to Southampton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went
That was
to
a good
Southampton. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very good uni, actually.
You must have been running wild.
I can either confirm nor deny.
Was it Marvin the same in university? I know you've changed a bit.
Marvin is
a bit.
exactly the same person
witch.
he is now in uni.
Wow.
Is it?
I'm not saying he hasn't grown as a person, but
I said he's growing in height.
Marvin is
You're
You're saying
What
he's
you
stuck
get?
in university years.
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I'm saying he is authentic. He's the same person he was then that he is now.
People don't change, man.
Yeah, that's it.
I reckon you've changed, Max. I reckon you've changed.
No.
You changed from when we started the show.
What?
No, but like, it's not changing in a bad way. It's evolving.
People evolve and people grow, but who
Yeah,
they
exactly.
are deep down in their core, I don't think it changes. I honestly believe that.
Really? I think it changes.
Nah, people's circumstances change, people's priorities change, people's outlooks change. That's usually because of your life and your environment and things that's going around. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
a lot of decisions that people have to make, they're forced into. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Especially with your circumstances, family, kids, work, job, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And you're gonna mature. And you can't look at things the same way. Again, I think it's sacrificing.
Yeah.
But people, I think who you are in your, like you're saying, you met my man at uni.
Yeah.
And this is him.
Yeah, is it?
Things have changed
Yeah.
about him, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But essentially to his core,
Yeah.
that's who he is and that's who he's always going to be.
Yeah.
And I believe that for most people.
I wonder what there is, if there is that about me, then what it is that isn't changing.
Like, don't take his word as gospel.
Did you hear what I said? That's what I said. If it is true for me, 'cause I don't wholeheartedly believe that. I think we can. But Interesting. All right, that's that on that. Let's get into our next headlines. WHO organization says the lives of millions of Ukrainians will be under threat this winter. So the WHO has said, I'm going to call them WHO from now on, has said the lives of millions will be under threat in Ukraine this winter. Half of Ukraine's energy infrastructure is either damaged or destroyed, and 10 million are currently without power, said Dr. Kluge, WHO regional director for Europe. Temperatures are predicted to plummet as low as minus 20 degrees Celsius, which is minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit, in some areas. The WHO has documented 703 attacks on health infrastructure since Russia's invasion began. Last week, Russia hit more energy installations and civilian buildings in one of its heaviest aerial bombardments of the war. This has been a recent Russian tactic following setbacks on the battlefield, and its impact is starting to be felt more acutely as winter sets in. Dr. Kluge told a news conference in Kiev, "Put simply, this winter will be about survival. Ukraine's health system is facing its darkest days in the war so far, and the best solution is for the conflict to end." He also said due to the attacks, hundreds of hospitals and healthcare facilities are no longer fully operational, lacking fuel, water, and electricity to meet basic needs. Maternity wards need incubators, blood banks need refrigerators, and intensive care beds need ventilators, he said, adding that all require energy. The WHO says up to 3 million people could flee from their homes in search of warmth and safety. That's very sad. Trigger warning for the next story, and this is the courts have heard Shamima Begum was a victim of human trafficking. Shamima Begum, who left the UK for Syria as a teenager to join the Islamic State group, was a victim of human trafficking for the purposes of sexual exploitation, a court has heard. Ms. Begum travelled to Syria in 2015 with her citizenship stripped on national security grounds in 2019. A 5-day immigration hearing is considering a new attempt to challenge the removal of her UK citizenship. The Home Office insists she continues to pose a threat to national security. The case is being heard as the Special Immigration Appeals Commission, SIAC, which can hear national security evidence in secret if necessary. Lawyers for Ms. Begum, now 23, told the court that a decision by the then Home Secretary Sajid Javid to remove her British citizenship was unlawful, as it did not consider whether she had been a child victim of trafficking. She remains in a camp controlled by armed guards in northern Syria, nearly 8 years after running away from home in England, age 15, alongside 2 other East London schoolgirls, Khadija Sultanas, who's age 16, and 15-year-old Amira Abbas. In August, a BBC News investigation revealed Miss Begum was smuggled into Syria by an intelligence agent who was working for Canada at the time. The Canadian government has said that it will follow up on the allegations. Once in Syria, she married a Dutch recruit and lived under IS rule for more than 3 years. In 2019, she was found by the Times newspaper 9 months pregnant in a Syrian refugee camp. Her baby later died of pneumonia, and Miss Begum said she had previously lost 2 other children. In an interview with BBC News in September 2021, Ms. Begum said she would regret joining the Islamic State group, referred to IS, ISIS, or ISIL, for the rest of her life, and offered to help the UK fight terrorism. Girl, what you gonna do? Ms. Begum previously said the 2017 Manchester Arena bombing, in which 22 people, some of them children, were killed in a bombing claimed by IS, was similar to military strikes on IS strongholds, and called the terror attack retaliation. I do feel bad for her though.
I saw a picture of her the other day. She's grown, man.
She's grown, yeah. She's grown a lot. But I think to have done something like that at the age of 15, it was foolishness. Like, whether she was trafficked, I feel like she was groomed and whatever else. Cause I don't see any kid who's living here in this kind of society wanting to go in. Do you know what I mean? Going to go there. It doesn't make sense to me. Out as in just something to do on a Tuesday. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like a part of her, I feel like she was groomed. And it is tricky because you really can't, obviously, the nation's security does matter. But I think there's ways around it where they could watch her and stuff like that for the rest of her life. Just to make sure she doesn't, contact who she doesn't need to contact. But it's sad. It's sad, in my opinion. And I think, because I remember, like, the way the media was portraying it, even when she did her interviews, and people were like, oh, she doesn't even look sorry. I'm like, this is a victim. Like, this is trauma. This is literally... I didn't see someone who was not... who didn't regret what they did. I saw someone who's literally been living and has been through her kids dying and all these kind of horrible things to the point where, like, it's stripped emotions from her kind of thing. But hopefully we'll see what happens with it anyway. We'll keep you guys updated as we do. Also, trigger warning in the last headline, earthquake on an Indonesian island of Java kills 56 and injures hundreds. Local officials have said an earthquake has struck the main Indonesian island of Java, leaving at least 56 people dead and hundreds injured. The 5.6 magnitude quake struck Cianjur town in West Java a shallow depth of 10 kilometers, which is 6 miles, according to US Geological Survey data. Scores of people were rushed to hospital, with many treated outside. Rescuers were working into the night to try to rescue others thought to still be trapped under collapsed buildings. The area where the quake struck is densely populated and prone to landslides, with poorly built houses reduced to rubble in many areas. West Java Governor Ridwan Kamil confirmed to local media that 56 people had died and more than 700 people were injured. He said the numbers of injuries and fatalities were likely to increase because there are a lot of people still trapped at the scene, with some areas cut off by landslides. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. But yeah, guys, let's get into Word on Road. Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
The internet was going crazy yesterday because Latto's discography was leaked
Okay.
by 130 songs.
As in unreleased music or something?
Unreleased, released, everything's out there. And people were like, sis, what's your password? ABC123? Like, how the hell can that amount of stuff get leaked? But she didn't address it. She came online and just posted nice pictures and posted her, I think, a recent performance she had at the AMAs, I believe. And yeah, but it's mad. So basically, also, people are basically talking about how, so part of the recordings is Coi Lerais Blick song. And then also Bia's Whole Lot of Money.
But aren't these songs out already though?
Yeah, they're out already, but also they don't belong to her. So people are like, what's the tea then? Like, is this basically showing us that female rappers don't write their own songs? Like, why are you in possession of songs that blah, blah?
Yeah.
But Bia basically responded to one of them because someone said, I'm so confused. What does all this even mean? Does this mean Latto wrote the songs? And then Bia responded and said, no, London J wrote the hook. I wrote the pre and verse. It's not rocket science. Well, ma'am, okay. So yes, I guess there were songs that was written, and then obviously the individual artists have added to whatever they wanted to add to it, and then.
Hold on, is Lotta on both these songs?
No.
She's not on any of the songs.
She's not on any of these songs.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not on any of these songs, from what I know. But yeah, so her entire situation's out. Crazy. But we'll see what happens from that. Because I feel like songs leaking, yeah, is just terrible, man.
I think it depends. How many of these 130 songs are unreleased songs or songs that are pending release, as opposed to songs that are already out there? Because obviously, songs that are already out there on streaming platforms being leaked in a specific file format, it's not the end of the world.
I don't think she's got 130 songs out, or anywhere close to that.
I don't know her back catalogue.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm trying to ascertain. Is this
like how bad
a lot of new material she hasn't released yet? Then obviously that's a catastrophe. If this is, it depends on how many songs are new and old in it. I
think it will be a lot of songs that she hasn't released, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, if that's the case, then this is bad.
Yeah,
that's a lot of.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through her Apple and it's just one.
Okay.
Two finger flicks.
I'm unaware of the length of her released music. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think also as well the fact that there's other people's songs that are in there.
Yeah.
Now that means there's probably leaked songs of songs that people already have. Do you get what I mean? Like maybe she hasn't. It was offered to her, whatever it was, whatever the situation is.
Yeah.
And so someone else might be wanting to come up with these songs that are part of the leak, and then that might affect it. But
yeah, because music changes hands a lot, innit?
Yeah.
The producer might give a certain artist a song, that artist might not want to release it, so they give it to another artist, and then that artist releases it, and then their version leaks later on, and it can become a bit messy.
Yeah, it's all a mess, really. But there was another page that talks about female rap game all the time, and they said, so basically the writers wrote Blick for Coi Lerais, then had Latto to perform it on a reference track for Coi, or they initially wrote the song for Latto but ended up giving it to Coi.
Yeah.
He said, the person said, either way, 99% of mainstream female rappers are not pushing their own pens. And I guess that's a conversation for another day. They'll be cussing each other with that when they have arguments on the timeline. In other bigger news is that August Alsina, he's on a show called The Surreal. It's a reality TV show. And it's on VH1, sorry, as well. And obviously we've known August with the whole, what's their saying? Entanglement.
Yep.
With the whole entanglement with Jada and all that kind of stuff anyway. And he's been someone who, like, I really liked him when he came out as an artist and all that kind of stuff. Like, I feel like he's so talented. But obviously, he's gone through a lot in life, like from his brother dying, his brother was died. He's had a lot of medical situations. He's then had to adopt his brother's kids and take care of them. Like, kind of became a full-time father overnight. Yeah. He's had a lot of stuff. That man's life has just been a whole thing. And obviously with the Jada thing, the reason why he and Jada connected was because he was friends with Jaden Smith. And then, but like, they knew his story. Like, they knew, so Jada was kind of there, like, to kind of help him, show him love, I guess. And she really did take that and started showing him love. But yeah, so basically, on this show, the closing scene of the episode that came out on Monday, he talks about healing, working through life, and how he's been exposed. He wants a love that is limitless. I'm going to kind of read out what it was that he said. He says that love showed up in a new way for him. I want to share that and really honor the person that I love and that loves me back and teaching me so much about love and healing. And he says, I want to do that in front of the world because it defies all the constructs that one would say love is supposed to be or love should look like. And then in walked this lovely man, this very good looking man. So basically people are kind of saying that, oh, he's come out. But I personally don't think he's come out.
Okay.
Because I just think like with August Alsina, like he strikes me as someone who's been hurt so much here that it's like, he strikes me as someone who is always looking for new ways to evolve as a person. And someone who just wants love, who just wants love in whatever form it can come in. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like this person is just a good friend to him.
Okay.
I feel like just a good friend that's helped him on this journey of healing and whatever. I don't think they're,
Are there pictures or video available?
Yeah. So that like there's if you tap on Twitter, you see him and the guy out. But it looks like for me personally, I just think they're friends. They look like friends to me, not like lovers. But I guess in the next episode we'll have more to say. Like, do you know what I mean? Because it was basically the closing scene. It was the closing scene of this episode. So yeah, but he's basically been trending and people are talking about, this and that and this and that. But I don't know, man.
I'm looking at the guy now.
Yeah.
Why is Mark laughing?
I mean, he's laughing at Daye.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what he's laughing at. But yeah, so he didn't say if it was romantic love. He didn't say anything. He just said, just someone that's helped me through my healing.
He's basically left it up to people to just assume and come up with their own conclusions, basically.
Yeah, but you know, like what it is the producers did that.
Yeah, of course.
Next episode probably get more. That's the thing. Next episode we're gonna find out he's a long lost brother that he didn't realize he was adopted or something. I don't think it's that. But even if it is, all the best to all parties involved as always. But
Who's this?
That's August and his guy.
What do you mean?
This is August and the guy she's talking about.
What? Wait, what's the story? Sorry.
You go back to what you're doing. I
go back to what
was assuming you were listening.
No, who's the guy? What's the guy? It's supposed to be his lover or something?
no, so we don't know that it's his lover. But it's basically someone who's helped him through a difficult time in his life.
Let me just show the people.
But there's no word on whether that's his lover or whether he's coming out as gay or anything like that.
Is there assumptions being made?
Yeah, hella assumptions.
I think this hug, I don't know. Who's that? Is that August or is that the guy?
That's the guy. The guy's in yellow, Augustin's in pink. That's a nice hug though.
That's definitely a cellmate.
Alrighty.
Brent hugs like that.
No, it's not even it's not even it's the face.
Yeah, go on, Brent. What are you thinking?
I was gonna basically take it a further step and say, yeah, I hug you like that. And
Not
see what
me.
happens then.
No.
All right.
I
Now
saw
I
you
understand
hugging
what
it
you
up.
meant by when you said Brent hugs like that.
Because I've seen you hug people
Now the
like
people
that.
understand also.
Huh?
Who have you seen me hug like that?
As someone in the
No, that's the net.
I gave a specific location, So
I said I saw you.
Oh, mate.
I saw you and I haven't looked at you different since. That's crazy.
That's funny.
I said, do you know how specific the net
I
is?
like someone at the Ned.
And you know how long ago you were the net? That really stayed in his memory, Brent.
It was peeping you, bro.
I need to know who it was that you were hugging like that.
I left my house without my wallet.
And then my next bit of news. Anyway, people were really, really trending online yesterday. Lucky Daye was getting cooked and dragged by his singlets, by his mesh clothing. So he tweeted, "If I get you a BBL, I'm putting an air tag in it."
What's the air tag, sorry?
You know the things that you the Apple thing that you put on your suitcase, you can see the location of where it's at. Bit controlling, but it's conversation for another day. So yeah, he tweeted, "If I get your BBL, I'm putting an air tag in it." Then people basically were coming for him and saying, first of all, sir, you got bigger fish to fry. Some girl said you could put an air tag on your kids' book bags, but you'd actually have to see them So basically his baby mums came out on TikTok, because this is where all the tea is these days. Came out on TikTok and basically spoke about how he's a deadbeat father. He don't pay no child support. He's like 37 years old. He's 37. He pays no child support. He's got a daughter with her. He hides the daughter from the world. And she's like, you know what, that's fair. It's funny because she said he keeps it private. But I can understand that while she's on a public platform telling everybody about his private business. But anyway, whatever. And she said how he doesn't pay child support. She said how he doesn't want to make any contributions. Like, he's out here doing big man flexing, nice house, nice this, blah, blah, blah. But he does not take care of his kids. So when he tweeted the whole BBL thing, the streets were basically cooking him and talking about, of all the people they would think was a deadbeat father, it wouldn't be him and blah, blah. Just getting cooked.
Isn't Lucky Day meant to be like conscious R&B, man? This is disappointing, man.
It is, but boy, that's why you can't really...
Did he agree to those kids though?
I'm joking. I don't know.
Excuse me?
Mm?
What was that?
I'm saying, are they from like a previous relationship?
Yes, it's a previous relationship. Yes, the kid is from a previous relationship.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure.
Is that agreement?
Yeah, I'm just making sure she
right.
ain't that he had the babies under duress and she's running around screaming, talking about child support now. Because lots of people do that. And it's like, how do you even know he committed to this?
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
in the first
fair.
place. Like, if it's like real babies, then I hate you.
Real babies. Yeah, I get you. The language don't matter so much. I get you. I get your point. But yeah, so basically he's just been cooked for being a deadbeat father, and it just is. Do you know what? It's mad because I didn't think he looked like that. I don't know what I thought he looked like in my mind, but he just wasn't that. But yeah, he's got a great song though with Adekunle Gold. It's called Sinner. Banger.
Yes, I know Lucky Day.
Banger. What a banging song. And then also next, this is literally word on road. The word on the road is crazy. But next is I'm taking you to the UK, and obviously I talked about I'm a Celebrity. And Scarlette Douglas, who used to present, Channel 4's A Place in the Sun. She's on there. And so is Charlene White. They were the first two to be kicked out.
All right.
Yeah, so obviously it's got people upset because it's like the two first.
Is Scarlett black?
Yeah, so they're both black.
Okay.
So it's like the two black women are the first to get out. But the thing is, this is what it is, yeah. I'm not denying that there is some form of like racism or whatever in in the reality TV show.
Yeah.
I'm in the UK anyway. I'm not denying that. However, from what I know, yeah, I'm a Celebrity runs on public voting.
Yeah.
If black people are not publicly voting, you can't be acting shocked when the black people are the first to get out.
I don't think they're even watching, let alone
They're not
voting.
watching. They're not watching. How much more voting? Because when you think about Love Island, yeah, obviously the black couples tend to stay in the longest because why? The black people here, we watch it, we engage with the show, and then we vote as well. Do you get what I mean? But I'm a Celebrity. I don't know how many people watch I'm a Celebrity. I definitely don't watch it anymore. I used to watch it back when I was much younger.
I don't even think that the black people are voting for like Love Islanders. I think it's the white people keeping the black people in. Black people don't vote for nothing.
Look at that.
They're just the most vocal. Like they be talk like, oh yeah, he should win.
But we don't do anything about
Man
it.
vote for
man
him.
said 250 a text. I'll pass.
I'll pass. Exactly. So do you get what I mean?
Impossible.
And then someone tweeted, two black women are the first ones out before Matt Hancock. LOL, try and tell me this country isn't racist. I'm going to say, yeah, Matt Hancock here, he is coming out on top, that man. His PR is so good. His management must be so happy.
So
Everyone's getting a bonus this Christmas.
Everybody's liking Matt Hancock.
They're loving him. He's out here doing the candy. He was doing the candy. He's being torched the candy on national TV. Like, he's literally warming his way into the people's hearts. It's ridiculous.
Well, there you go.
Sick PR.
That's not what people care about.
But yes, I'm not denying, that, there isn't racism and all that kind of stuff and colorism in these spaces. However, if we don't engage with something, I don't know. And then someone edited a picture. It says, I'm black, get me out of here.
Who's left in the house? Sorry, not the house. Who's left in the jungle?
I know, not me about to say George the poet. What's the guy's name? Boy George, he's in there. Matt Hancock's in there. Babatunde's in there.
George the poet.
I know. Sorry, George. There's a bunch of other people in there.
Okay.
I ain't watching that.
I ain't seen one of them.
Yeah,
I've seen the clips of Babatunde asking Matt Hancock about the whole cheating scandal.
Yeah, that was funny.
I've seen that. That's what I've seen. That's the only bit of media I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't watched it. I didn't know them people. Once this year started, I see it. I was like,
Yeah, it's just not it. But I mean, hopefully they're fine anyway and it helps raise their profiles and they can get good jobs and all that kind of great stuff from the show. But that is all the word on road from me. Let's get into asking for a friend. right, let's do this. Good morning, TDA family. Achille here. But not going to lie, everyone on the team is soldier in their own way. Do you agree with that, Mark? Because one of your people, them.
Yeah, you are soldiers, man.
Love it. Mad respect for you all for committing to this daily and each and every time. Mad respect to Brent. Big up, Brent. I know you and your team are planning something that will shake this industry, and I can't wait to support it in any way I can. Anyway, absolutely love the show. So I've got a friend who I think may slightly be entertaining proper extremist Islamic ideologies day by day. We just getting Tories all up in this gaff. Now we've got extremists. What's next? I'm starting to see him around less and less these days, and he doesn't return my calls as quickly as he used to. And when he does, he's always looking to steer the conversations back to me, reverting and opening my eyes to the world around me, changing very quickly that I need to take a side. This brother used to be the purest fun and never used to be religious at all. Since he came out of prison, he's changed completely. What should I, there's a theme today. What should I do? Should I reach out to his parents? Should I stay clear of him? I don't want to go to his yard because I'm not looking for the feds to start looking at me as a person of interest. I've got my own entrepreneurial interests going on and I don't need any extra attention. I just want to make sure I do what I can because if he ends up getting into madness, I'm the type of guy that will lose sleep over what I could have done. Over to you first, Killy.
Me?
Yeah.
He's argued that he hasn't changed, to be honest.
Who, the guy?
Yeah.
No, his thoughts and his ideologies might have, but him as a person, why would he have
At
changed?
his core?
Did you see a lot of guys in prison convert to Islam?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, everybody does it.
I say everybody does it.
Yeah, it's a thing that happens in jail. People just convert to Islam. I think it's just
Did you?
no.
Alright.
What
Did
does
he
it
try
look like?
talk to you?
You didn't have to kiss his
Who?
teeth first, though.
Yeah. That's a bit.
No, but I think he's only because
Of
like,
course I kiss my teeth. I said
why,
it with
when would he
disdain.
ever
Why would
conform
I?
to anything?
What's that?
I said that with disdain. Why the hell would I do that?
That's what I'm saying. You didn't have to.
Oh, well, like that. No, I didn't. You know, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. You know, standing crest. Me and my Lord. You know what I'm trying to say?
I said, me and my Lord.
Me and my Lord.
Amen.
We got this. I don't think it's not that people try to convert you. I don't think it's like that. I think it's just I think it's just like what you're around, and there's a big sense of community, and a lot of niggas are scared, protection. Like a lot of people are Muslim in there, and it's just the easy way to go. And then when they do that whole Islam brotherhood thing, it's like if you're a brother or you're Aki or whatever, you got less chance of getting in problems because the Akis support you and it. So I think that's why a lot of people go towards Islam. And just to get out of their cell on Fridays, probably think I don't know why, it's not more boring, it's not more exciting than church. These church got songs with lyrics and thing.
What?
You get me? So, I don't know. But yeah, I weren't conforming. But this ain't for me. You have to talk to... You're the Islam expert here.
Why am I Islam expert?
Because you're Muslim?
Doesn't mean I'm an expert.
Out of us three.
You know, I thought you were going to say because you're Islam.
It doesn't mean that
I just don't know why
I'm an expert on someone
I stayed away from it.
being an extremist, because I'm not. So this particular dilemma doesn't speak to who I am as a Muslim. So why?
Yeah, but can you not see how they went down the wrong path? Could you not offer any advice?
Not if you're gonna put me on the spot, like I'm just because I'm a Muslim that I must be the voice of reason for this dilemma.
You're the voice of reason at all other times, and now this is in your field. You don't want to.
This is not in my field per se, just because it's based on Islam. You know what I mean? I haven't got any experience with any of my Muslim friends becoming extremists or going down the wrong path, or anyone being in prison, converting to Islam. Like, this is not in my realm. This has never happened to me. I know a lot of Muslim men, and I don't know anyone who has shown these type of characteristics where I'm scared that they're veering towards an extremist path. You know what I mean? So I have no experience in this.
Because of the way the religion's set up and like the faith and stuff like that, and a lot of man get so devout. Yeah, it's like, do you think it would be hard to push someone off this way of thinking if this is like the route that they're going down, the extremism thing?
Do I feel it's hard for them to veer away from it? Sorry.
Yeah, like, would it be hard to stop someone from, like, if you were going to have a conversation with this guy, do you think it would be hard for you to convince them to stop being so like extremist, basically?
I'm sure there's people you can talk to. He can speak to an imam. He can speak to scholars in Islam who might be able to bestow knowledge on him, teachings, hadiths, Quranic verses that might persuade him from this path, but he's gonna have to want to. He has to be open to it. You know what I mean, it can't be a situation where he's being forced to, or it's an intervention. So he's gonna want to, and obviously, when, like you said, when you go to prison, I feel like people who convert to Islam are way more. I don't even like the word extreme, but they're proper entrenched in it. You know what I'm trying to say. So I feel like it's a bit harder when someone converts, because just in my experience, meeting people who convert to Islam as opposed to people who were born into it, the ones who I've known, not all of them, but some of them are way more serious than the ones who were born into it.
They be sipping on that Kool-Aid. They're going for it.
So yeah, hold on. Let me just read the part there. What should he do? Reach out to his parents. Should I stay clear of him?
You better call the police. You better put this man on a watch
You're
list.
ridiculous.
Huh?
You are absolutely ridiculous.
I know it goes against everything I stand for, but fuck it, I said it. You better put this man on the watch list.
I think speak
You
to
get
him.
me?
Man.
You better cover your
Yeah, I
own
think
back.
to him.
I think speak to him. Don't stay clear of him. That's
But he hasn't indicated.
Call Homeland Security.
No, remember, his friend right now is assuming that he's
because
entertaining. Like he hasn't said
he
anything
hasn't said anything to him.
Remember?
That makes me. I'm sorry. This person writing the dilemma. You're very dramatic. He hasn't said anything to me in the dilemma.
Yeah.
That's like he tried to make me do this. He's
Yeah.
like he's basing this off the fact that he's seen this guy less.
Yeah, his friend is assuming based on the way he's behaving and maybe some of the things he's saying to him that he's veering in that path.
If you miss him, just say that.
There's no solid evidence to say he is partaking or thinking of partaking in any extremist acts. So I think have a conversation with your friend. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Yeah.
Because the assumption, you're seeing him less. You're not really talking to him that much. When you call him, he's not picking up. Sounds like a relationship to me, bruv. If you miss your friend, just say that. Okay.
Well, what if he's really in his deen right now and he's trying to stay away from certain
Conversations and people and
conversations,
stuff
people, temptation, and he's really in his deen. He's going to mosque a lot. He's praying a lot. He's maybe isolating himself to keep him away from certain things. Maybe it's that. Maybe he's not veering into an extremist path. So maybe speak to him first to ascertain why it is he's being distant from you before anything else. And then off of the back of that conversation, maybe you can go from there, innit? But I don't think there's nothing in this dilemma that says
like that. He's
verbatim
friends with extremists.
that he is an extremist.
Yeah, man.
No, but he's saying he's entertaining real extremist ideologies. So there's conversations that they're having.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Maybe I missed that part. If he is having these conversations with him, then you gotta maybe take some action. Maybe speak to his parents. And if he's giving you actual proof and he's saying certain things to you, then I guess maybe have a conversation with his parents.
No, he says, look, I think he may be slightly be entertaining proper extremist Islamic ideologies day by day, and I'm starting to see him less by less, and he doesn't return my calls as quickly as he used to. Boom, boom. So like he's veering down that road. Like he's like there's the signs that he's seeing. Obviously, it's early days, but he's saying that it's leaning towards that. You get me?
Maybe he just has. If he's not picking up your call that often, maybe he just has a girl.
No.
Maybe he doesn't want to chill with unbelievers anymore.
There you go. See,
Exactly, and that's
infidels.
fair. Because you're a distraction to his walk in the faith.
Yeah,
Kuffars.
because like you said, whenever they speak, he's always trying to open his eyes and trying to make him.
Yeah, he's preaching to him.
Yeah, basically.
Sharing the gospel, sharing the...
Maybe he doesn't want to be next to his extracurricular activities.
Yeah, because you know what's mad? That's funny. Because it's funny. Glad you brought that up, Brent.
But that's
because
what
you
I
have the cheek to say someone's extremist, yeah? But then you are talking about you don't want this because you got your own curriculum. Maybe he's trying to stay away from you. You're leading him. Do you know what? Maybe you're leading him the wrong path. That's why he's avoiding your calls. Maybe you're the problem here. Maybe your friend, who you claim is an extremist, should be the one right there asking for a friend in.
And I kind of want to know what these extremists
Ideology, these views are in it.
because I don't know. When you lot hear extremists,
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of?
To be honest,
Be honest.
I'm thinking like Shamima Begum.
Because that's not what it could be. He might just be saying that he is, to this guy,
Yeah.
what he's saying might be extreme. He might be talking about the way he wants to live his life.
And he's like, whoa, buddy. We
You
used
know
to
what
go
I'm
out
saying? Like
clubbing.
he really wants to entrench himself in Islam.
Yeah.
And to this,
I don't-
wait, and to this guy, it's extreme. Because I feel like when you hear extremists, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? That's what I'm saying. So you're assuming. I'll just look at that bread.
Yeah, that silence is definitely needed.
No, he was like this. He was like this.
No, you literally stopped me in my tracks.
Yeah. So no, I knew that the
Actually
room,
can't take you nowhere.
the room. I knew that that's where your mind went. Yeah. That's not where my mind went necessarily. You know what I mean?
What do you think when you think extremists? Actually, it's interesting.
Extremists. It could be, like I just said, someone who. Remember, extreme is dependent on the person who you're talking to, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So to him, for example, this is his friend who he said used to be fun. He wasn't religious at all.
Yeah.
So for example, right?
Okay.
So if Marks comes in here tomorrow wearing a jalabia with a Quran, yeah, with his prayer mat in his bag, right? To me, he's. I wouldn't even use the word extreme. Let me just preference that anyway. But I'm gonna use it for this. I'll be like, raw. This, you know, Marks is extreme. Marks is extreme now, you know.
Yeah, but I think because of the way media set up, but like what you're saying, you knew where all their heads was going.
Yeah.
I think because of the way media and everything's going on in society,
Yeah.
I think like the language just pushed man straight away. So you hear extremists, you hear terrorism, boom, boom. I don't think he would have used that language if he was just talking about a man that was just faithful and just like just super on his deen and like. Yeah. Obviously, I understand it's gone from one extreme to another. Yeah. But I don't think it would be fair to put that language on someone that's just that's devout basically. And I think they'll be wise to that as well. I think the fact that he's used the word extremist ideologies, I think he's leading us somewhere. But
the term proper extremist Islamic ideologies, especially the word ideologies, to me, it doesn't necessarily speak to what you're inferring.
But then he's just being rude then, if that to a certain extent. Like he's just being rude then, because basically there's no problem here. My man's gone into Islam, he's on his deen, he's dove head first into his religion and he's knee deep in it. Yeah. And there's no problem here then.
You know what I mean?
What do you mean extremist ideologies? Like what are you talking about?
Because to him, for example, the guy who's Muslim, right? He could be to the point where he doesn't even want to look at women anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Lower your gaze. And to his friend, right, you're moving extreme, brother. You can't even, like, you meet my mum and you're looking at the floor. You know what I'm trying to say? So to him, that might be extreme.
But again, just because of the way society is, I don't think he would have used that language. I think he's trying to say something.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt right now. So I'm not gonna go and say he is, doing what you guys are implying.
Yeah, I think I get actually, and I see it from a different angle now, in terms of what you've said, where it's like, because it seems like a drastic change to him. It's like, oh, you're being extreme.
Yeah.
But I do also think because of the way the media's fed the word extremist to us, it's difficult to apply that when you're thinking that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, not everyone takes these words like that. Kind of the whole escape thing that you all did earlier. It's kind of like the same thing. But I think, to be honest, I think just talk to your friend, man. I think before you go around telling people's parents about stuff that you shouldn't be telling them about, I think just speak to your friend and actually just understand and be like, what is this journey you're on? Try and understand the journey he's on, understand what he's doing, because then you'll just know that he's just trying to be a devout Muslim and he's not checking for you because you might lead him to sin. It might, do you know what I mean? It might just be that. I think first it has to start with conversation first.
I don't know how you can't live in this world, in this society, and not have Muslim friends. You know what I'm trying to say? That there's no way someone getting into a religion is gonna evoke this kind of response. I think he's saying, like, I don't want to just make assumptions, and obviously that's what we've done in it. Obviously, man made dumb joke, that's whatever, cool. But I think he's saying like what he's saying. Like, I don't think man should be trying to take it with a pinch of salt. Like, I think he's saying like and he could be wrong or over exaggerating or got the wrong end of the stick or whatever, misinterpreting it wrong. Yeah. But I think like he thinks that I'm seeing signs of like trouble, if that makes sense, or what.
All right, let's assume that.
Sorry, I'm reading a comment, and I just thought the irony in that comment is loud.
Let's assume that it is what you guys are referring to. So what's the advice then? If it is what it is,
mine still starts the conversation, because my thing is even that. Just have a conversation with him. What is it? What's going on with him? I really think a lot of things can be easy. Just the starting point is the conversation. Okay, if he is extremist in the way I've defined extremism, what got you here? What's that? I don't feel like you should just abandon your friend. And I don't think that also going to just tell his parents or whatever, that's an intervention. People get, that can make him now hide whatever he, do you know what I mean? I just think that would not be, I don't think that would be a good solution.
She's right though, a conversation, because a conversation will stop you assuming everything.
Exactly.
Anything
You
you
give
want to
your
know,
answers to
ask,
everything.
yeah,
Clarity.
get some clarity, put it out there on the line, put it all on the table, and it will make you, and then you won't have to assume anymore. Once you finish that conversation, you know exactly where he stands.
Yeah.
And exactly whether you need to call the police or not.
Yeah.
Well, I was going with, but yeah. Conversation first. I really think that's really it. I feel like a part of me does believe that he's doing a lot of assumptions.
Yeah.
Because I don't see how, if his friend has talked about like what we consider extremism in society and what the media's painted to us as extremism, I don't see you writing a dilemma and not mentioning those things. I don't see you not giving us an example of things that he believes in. Do you get what I mean? But to just say ideologies, that could be anything. That could be anything.
Yeah. I think the word that is conflating everything is the word extremist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I have a friend who's actually extremist, I'm giving you an example. Like, would you believe what this little heifer said she wants to do, or what she's telling me to do? Like, you're even telling us that he's having conversations with you. What kind of conversations? What's he trying to make you do? Is he trying to convert you? What is it? It's just a whole bunch of. And then I'll be honest as well. You telling me that your friend not picking up when you call them is one of a sign.
But I wouldn't.
That's
throw,
not it for me.
I wouldn't throw that tag on anyone that wasn't going down them kind of roles, because I know what it insinuates.
Yeah, but you should
like
give
any one of my
examples.
brothers, I couldn't come and like, if I'm telling you about my friend that you never met before, and I'm saying, boy, everyone remember he's gone into Islam. I think he's an extremist now. Yeah, that's, you get what I'm trying to say?
No. I totally understand. The word extremist does imply, what we're thinking, right? But I'm just trying not to go down that path, because I hate that stereotype. I hate that notion that it's a negative stigma that I don't want to attach to Muslims, just because. And obviously, I don't know the nuances of the scenario.
Bro,
right?
it's not fair. And obviously, it's not fair because the stigma gets attached to Muslims, but it is what it is, and there's extremists everywhere. We don't have to just call Muslims. There's Christian extremists. The brother who blew up the place in Kent the other day, you set it on fire. That wasn't a Muslim, man. That was a terrorist. That's terrorism.
It's terrorism,
you get me? That's an extremist.
I know, but we can't act like, the word extremists and terrorists aren't really attached to Christians.
It's not. It's the media's fault, but they are capable of it, though.
You know,
they're doing the mass school church shootings and that's terrorism. That's extremist. That's
All right,
someone
cool.
that's gone from one extreme to another. That's someone who's gone from, I don't want all these flipping immigrants in my country I'm going to go and blow that place up. That's extremism.
Let's remix the sentence, right? So, my friend is entertaining proper extremist Christian ideologies. It holds a whole different tone.
Yeah, it's got no weight to it.
You know what I mean? It's a whole different tone.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. Boy, regarding advice though, I think Esther's right. I think you need to have a proper conversation with him so you know where his head's at. So, because when you throw all these stuff around and make all these assumptions, then people start putting labels on him that might not necessarily be Jew and stuff like that. Do you get me? Yeah, let's not leave it open to interpretation. Maybe have a conversation with him and find out exactly where his head's at and exactly what he's on. So,
Before you call the police.
Before you call the police, yeah.
Do you know what? Stacey said it best. She said, what did we learn? Be specific when you send in your asking for friends. Make sure there is no room for who, what, where, when, and why. Dead ass. Because if my mind is not a dilemma.
Yeah, that's true actually. When you send dilemmas, then be specific.
Be specific. Give examples.
Otherwise, we're just going to run
our own narrative. And then we don't help you because
assumptions. Because we don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. But if you want to be more specific and you want a part 2.
Yeah. Like proper extremist Islamic ideologies
such as. There we go. Ladies do the same thing when you tell me about your munchies. So I have all information. So this are going to attack me. Give you the great examples of why it is that you should leave him. Anyways, let's get into our next headlines. Oh, how do you say this word? Artemis?
Oh.
You rate me.
I was like,
NASA? What is it? Artemis?
Artemis.
Yeah, okay. So NASA's Artemis spacecraft arrives at the moon. Mark, this is for you.
Was it live on telly?
Click the link. Finds out. Maybe they've got a video stream for you.
See, they know what the people want. They heard me talking, man. Come on, man. Let's get this into action, man.
Listen, NASA's Artemis spacecraft has arrived at the moon. The Orion capsule swept 130 kilometers, which is 80 miles, above the lunar surface, and it will now begin to enter a larger orbit.
Is this the official picture?
You see?
All right.
So who took that? Who took that picture?
That's
CGI.
They did. The vehicle was out of contact for 34 minutes during this maneuver, which began at 12:44 GMT, as it took place on the far side of the moon. As the signal returned, the spacecraft sent back an image of the Earth. NASA says so far the mission has exceeded expectations since last week's launch. NASA's flight director, Zebulon Schofield, said this is one of those days that you've been thinking about and dreaming about for a long, long time. This morning, we just saw the Earth set behind the moon as we take the next human-rated vehicle around the moon, preparing to bring humans back there within a few years. This is a game changer.
Hold on. So this image here, this one, is that's the Earth, right? So the Earth is round, Marcus. There you go.
The Bible tells you the Earth is round. Do people not think the Earth is round?
No, Marcus is a flat earther.
How is it?
Yeah, man.
Well, look, it's a circular image.
I'm disappointed.
I see, man.
Yeah, does this help your theory?
Now, you don't know this don't help this man. He don't care.
No, man. What if it's round and flat?
What do you mean?
What? I tell you to see it close up.
Oh, it's round and flat.
Yeah, what if that's on top of it?
Like a pancake.
Oh, like, what are you talking about?
Damn. Oh,
See, you
dear.
started with decat and now you're here.
Huh?
Hmm?
You mean?
Mm.
I don't understand what we're doing there.
But that's
Brendan's not okay.
that's a cool picture though.
Which one is it? Let me see again.
No?
When have we got the picture up?
Of the one he has in his hand. I
That
don't know what he's
meaty
looking
picture. It's just
Yeah.
it's just looking like a dot.
It just looks dark.
it's just
No,
a
this
dot.
picture, man. This is the blue. This is Earth.
That little dot.
Yeah, can't you see? It's blue, blue and
Oh, the globe picture.
blue and green. You know what I mean, the sky and
Listen,
and this,
Yusuf, that picture.
the sky, the sea.
Someone took a black screen on their Snapchat and then threw in a blue emoji, bro. That ain't no Earth. That is not the Earth. Are you kidding me?
So you're saying that
That's a circle blue emoji.
this whole thing's fake.
It's all fake, man.
This whole trip, Brent, is it fake? Is the whole trip fake?
No, it's not.
That's fine. That's fine. That's great. My next bit of news.
I just want to see them live stream. They better go on Instagram live.
Can you
I
imagine?
don't think there's any signal out there.
They must have Wi-Fi, man.
I think it might
That's
have,
a Wi-Fi,
it
you
might
know.
have been streamed live. We just didn't know when it is that they were going live.
But they
'Cause they've done live streams before.
Let me see. Did I see them on the moon
First of all,
again?
Brent, that's how I would have. Brent put a poll up and says, what we saying? Have mankind been to the moon? But then he says, LOL, and I'm also a flat earther. No, you need to do separate options because I'm a LOL. I'm not a flat earther. Then he says, of course we have. But I'll just wait for flat earther because
So you don't think we've been to the moon?
I don't know why I don't know, Brent.
There we go, man.
Humans lie. I don't know why I don't know. There's a
It's
reason
got-
behind
this-
everything that's fed
this,
to us.
This has got nothing to do with any shape. The world could be flat, triangle, square. I couldn't give a shit. I don't think they've been to that moon.
So when they're promising to carry people, so
Yeah, I want to see people go
Yeah,
first.
let's go first. I'll pay my money. I'll go. You know. So
Would you
let's
go?
Yeah. Well, I don't listen to people trying to shit. Take me there, and then I'll come back and I'll tell
You
you.
end
where
up in
I'm going.
Barbados.
Hold on. So where do you think they've gone? Where do you think in this
Sign a
video right here?
contract.
Where are they attempting to go to? So do you believe this is a failed attempt as opposed to, you know what I mean, a real attempt? Like,
Listen.
I don't even know.
I think someone's in an elite studio and they're doing great photo shoots every day.
The truth
That's
of
what I
it.
do.
But you don't
The truth is, I don't give a shit.
yeah, but that's not why we're here though.
Hmm?
We don't hear about that.
We know that.
We don't give a shit. I'm just saying, this video right here, let me play it for you. All right. So this whole thing here, this rocket launching is what? Is a failed attempt or is it fake?
Oh, that looks real.
That's what I'm saying. So what do you really think? That they tried to go and failed or they're pretending to go? Because what's this?
They've probably gone up there and just up in the orbit.
So they're going up to pretend that they went. is what you're saying.
Going on.
Let's go to the sky and say we went to the moon, but we're
I
chilling.
don't know. You tell me what's the benefits of them? Because their whole it's like it's not the arms race, it's the space race.
No,
Innit?
this isn't.
So
even
all
my
these
fight.
countries
This
doing the
is Brent's
space
fight.
race stuff, whether it be China, India, Russia, wherever the benefits are, would be. That's where you'll find the reasons for.
Brent, would you like to take
for
over?
their lives. I don't know what the benefits are.
No, this is the conversation between him and Loons, not me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Loons, oh, with Loons, is Loons, what's Loons is
He's a sensible man.
No, Loons is just not a flat earther.
oh, okay.
Why do people think
Honestly,
I'm a flat
yeah.
earther?
'Cause you
That
mentioned
is
it
one
before.
of that episode. Yeah, is one of my. That is a top 3 shot episode. Like, it's flipping hilarious. Hilarious.
Luz is just dumb. Luz is smart and he's just dumb at the same time. He's one of the dumbest people I know, and he manages to get people to listen to him, which is funny. So it just makes me know how dumb other people
What,
are.
Loons was saying the Earth was round, and you were saying the Earth was flat.
No, but you know,
No,
what,
Luz is saying that I
Loons
think
was-
the Earth's flat.
No,
Oh,
Loons-
Loon was a flat earther.
No, he's saying I'm a flat earther.
But the thing is that Loons, I don't think Loons even cares what shape the world is. He just wanted to make fun of the fact that
Marx is a flat earther.
Marx was and then just talk about how he goes into Facebook groups just to argue with them. Just
Oh, you know what? I've heard that episode. Yeah, I remember that.
it's bloody hilarious. He's like, I just go in the group sometimes. I'm just like, no, it's not. And they just come at me, and it's like, I just love it. It's hilarious.
I remember that.
But yeah,
Everyone's like, ha ha, you're so stupid. Ha ha, you're so stupid. And no one knows nothing. My question is, my thing is, that I just don't, I properly enjoy questioning things.
Yeah.
You get me? And regardless
Well,
of
we
how
have
that,
to.
regardless of how that makes me look like,
Yeah.
I'm up for questioning anything and having any kind of conversation
Yeah.
on any kind of topic, especially if it's based in like a sensible train of thought. You get what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? So when there's nonsense there, I can't listen to it. I won't entertain it. But if there's some kind of logic to your train of thought and it's worth querying,
Then
we can
let's
have
listen.
we can have the conversation. We can
Yeah.
listen. Because I honestly, I tell you all the time, you don't know what you don't know. So we don't know nothing. So everybody who thinks they know everything, yeah, like Brent could be laughing at me like, you don't think they went to the moon? Ha ha, you're so stupid. And it's like, okay, cool, but you could easily be the stupid one in this situation.
and that's the thing. We
Like,
don't know what we don't know.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? You could so easily be the stupid one in the situation, but everybody just sits there on the high horse. You did, you know this, you know that. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, because
It's not a big deal to me. You get me? I'm a curious babes, man. I'll question everything
good as you should.
and see whatever answers I get. You get me? I'll just
As
deal
you
with it
should.
as we come across.
I hear that.
So yeah, that's what it is.
Love it, man.
But I'll take the flat earth.
Tag.
I'll take it if that's what you want. I'll take it. I don't mind. I'm strong.
I'm strong. You're too funny. All right, so Japan fans clean up stadium without being asked, simply because they are not animals. I need to read through these titles before.
Japan
I
in the
read them
World
out
Cup?
loud.
I never knew.
I didn't even know that.
Are they?
Yeah.
Apparently, they're out here doing cleaning.
Unless they're just there to watch football as opposed to watching Japan.
Who knows? So Japan fans have stunned Qatar by clearing up
Oh, yeah,
a
they are.
World Cup.
They are. They're playing against Germany on Wednesday.
So they're playing. Is that the first game? And they went to watch other games. It's like cleaning for them.
It must be it must be their first game, yeah.
Damn, it's crazy what conditioning could do to a person. Japan fans have stunned Qatar by clearing up a World Cup stadium in a game their country wasn't even involved in. At the tournament's opening fixture between the host nation and Ecuador, fans dressed in their national colours stayed behind to pick up bottles and food wrapping left in the stands. The country has gained a reputation for similar goodwill at previous international tournaments, and their admirable behaviour is already winning plaudits in the Middle East. Footage shows them going row by row, picking up the rubbish and placing it into plastic bags. The video was taken by influencer Omar Al Farouk from Bahrain.
Yeah, Bahrain.
Bahrain, yeah, who shared it on Instagram. In it, he's heard asking, "Why are you doing this?" A Japanese fan replies, "We are Japanese and we do not leave rubbish behind us and we respect the place."
Yeah, such a great trait for a culture to have.
It is, you know.
The supporters also picked up flags which had been thrown by the Qatari and Ecuadorian fans, saying the symbols command respect.
It's a bit but it's noble, but it's a bit jobs worthy though.
It's not just of it. It's giving me what's that? Conditioning that you're brainwashed. That's what's giving me.
Because obviously keep your house clean, keep your you know what I mean? But to clean up a stadium.
It's like they've been programmed to do
know
this.
what I mean?
That's what it's giving me. I see that. I think that's scary, personally.
It's so scary.
Because the stadium will have cleaners who have been paid to do this job.
Yeah, you don't have to
So
do
wash
this.
your own. Like the fact that you see dirt and you have to, your brain's like, oh, gotta clean.
You don't have to do this.
I would take them places, to be honest, knowing
course
full
you
well
would.
that they will make sure and keep things clean.
Yeah, because it will save you money on
Other
cleaners.
things that
House
they live
party.
by.
House party. You invite them to the house party. So after the party, they can clean up for you.
When we have the new black events.
No, what, we don't make a mess?
When you have an event, Brent,
Alright.
got a vacancy out.
I think it's dope anyway.
Yeah. So Joe Lycett.
Didn't we do this yesterday?
Yeah. No. We talked about him doing it, but he's actually come out to address it now.
Oh.
So Joe Lycett did not actually shred 10K in live stream. Comedian Joe Lycett has revealed he did not really shred £10,000 during a protest against David Beckham's role as an ambassador for the Qatar World Cup. Lycett live streamed himself apparently destroying the cash on Sunday after the ex-England footballer did not respond to his ultimatum to drop the job in support of LGBT community. On Monday, Lycett confirmed he had in fact donated the money to charity. He said destroying the cash would have been irresponsible. In a video update, Lycett explained, the truth is the money that went into the shredder was real, but the money that came out was fake. In fact, the 10 grand had already been donated to LGBTQ plus charities before I even pressed send on the initial tweet last week. I would never destroy real money, he told his followers. I would never be so irresponsible. Addressing Beckham directly, he added, I never expected to hear from you. It was an empty threat designed to get people talking. In many ways, it was like your deal with Qatar. David, total rubbish from the start. The Birmingham-born comic ended by actually shredding Beckham's Attitude magazine cover, the first gay magazine to shoot a Premier League star. This just proves what everyone said. This is all just for dumbness. This is all just for
Are
publicity.
these people going to stop
It's a
going on
waste of
about
time.
Qatar? Like, the World Cup started now, man.
They need
Let's
to
just
stop
watch the
it.
football,
I'm
man.
sick of it, man.
Have they gone over there and saved any workers or anybody? Like, why don't they go over there and do the workers' work for them if they care so much? Then these people just chatting shit.
I'm really over it. But
I'm not sure if it's just about the workers, to be honest. It's more about like them not
human rights and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, LGBTQ rights
yeah,
and
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Did you see that half the teams,
workers.
there's pure teams that's in this World Cup now that it's illegal to be homosexual in their countries and that, and like, why aren't you boycotting the teams from the tournament? Like, it's like it's not just Qatar. No country can stand up and act like they're righteous. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, he without sin cast the first stone. No one ain't throwing nothing. Okay, these countries that we're going for, this here England, this godforsaken island, want to sit down and talk about rights and things. Like, come on, man, we're being stupid, man. Like it's done now. No one wants it. No one liked it. We don't even want the fucking football in the winter anyway. Like, why are we doing this? But it's there now. You're going to go and spoil the whole World Cup talking about all this nonsense.
People need to get over it, man.
I should have thought about this before it happened. Like, I'm not saying you don't not to care, but like, what do you want to do?
No, but it's true though, because I'm just like,
I think it's because they can't take it out on Russia.
That's probably what it is,
Because
isn't
they
it?
finished watching the documentary.
Who, me?
No, they finished watching the documentary.
Oh,
And obviously Russia picked them to hold the World Cup in it. And then Qatar pitted USA. No?
oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
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 So they were bought, right?
Yeah.
So they're vexed.
Documentary is brazy, by the way.
So far, so good. I'm on episode 2.
so far, so
I'm
good.
on episode 4. I'm halfway through it. Yeah, dope.
You'd enjoy it, Max.
What's it about? What's it called?
FIFA Uncovered. It's about the corruption of FIFA. Sick.
Okay, yeah, I know FIFA's crazy.
No, FIFA is mad corrupt, bro. It's insane.
You have to respect it, huh?
I respect
They
it.
built it from nothing.
I respect it to a certain degree.
And again, you're a marketing man. So
Yeah.
how they've managed to basically commercialize FIFA
Yeah.
and then make it a political force. Like,
Yeah. No, it's sick. It's sick. I don't know why I'm so shocked, because I know corruption lives in all massive organizations, but I just feel like the degree of it was just insane. You know what I mean? Big up your guy.
Man, like Brent.
Jack Warner.
Oh, you're talking about the other fella.
Yeah. Who's Brent?
There were a couple of Brents being interviewed, but obviously you won't pay attention to the The actual picture had to.
All right.
Mr. Warner.
Yeah, no,
Ain't
watch
getting
it.
no chicks.
Watch
though.
it.
What channel is it on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, never so. Yeah, dope, so. All right.
Right. Okay. Well, let's get into some more sports talks and let's get into the reaction. The first one's old. The first point. So straight to England.
I think that's just showing what games are on this weekend.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? To do the results first?
No, just do.
England, didn't it? What results?
The results are last on this.
Yeah, the results.
Okay then. Well, England put 6 past Iran in their opening game. Come on, England.
It was sick.
We done our predictions yesterday.
Yeah.
We were all wrong. But Brent said 3-0. I said 2-0.
I said 2-0.
2-0. Someone in the chat said 5-0, right? I
I
remember.
think so.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
someone in the chat said 5-0.
Someone said Iran was a good team and it would be 0-0 or 1.
Right.
I said
Yeah.
6-2. I should have found it.
I get it though, because when they what?
He knows why he didn't phone in yesterday.
Who?
Mags.
Why he didn't come in?
Phone in. I
Oh.
knew he wasn't coming in, but he was supposed to collect something on Friday. I expected him on Friday also.
I told you that weren't happening though.
Yikes.
When I called you back.
He didn't.
Yes, I did.
We'll have this conversation off there.
Huh?
Were you?
We'll have this conversation off there.
Were
I
you?
phoned you back and told you that weren't happening.
We'll have this conversation.
And instead of missing 2 days, I was going to miss things. I was supposed to go back up there today. Remember, I told you that weren't happening.
Okay.
It's funny because Brent is fine to expose your ass on air. Then when it turns out the story's changing now,
Oh,
and he might be in the wrong. He's like,
wasn't
no, we'll
that.
talk about it privately.
Because initially, I'm not doing this. I don't know why I just got sucked in.
I told him I'm going to take the camera, yeah?
Yeah.
So I can, because when I go, so I can do it on Monday, yeah?
Yeah.
And then I phoned him and told him I got called in to do filthy. I'm coming back. I'm going to be traveling. I can't film on the Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, but instead of missing 2 days, I'm just going to go on a Monday and I'll come in today because I'm supposed to go back up to Manchester today. Me and him had the conversation. He knows this. If he forgot it, that's his problem.
So you basically told me that you won't be there on Friday.
No.
This is it. This is my thing.
No, we're talking about Monday.
No, I'm talking about Friday. Friday was you were
Oh.
supposed to collect the camera. You weren't here on Friday.
Yeah, but you should have known before, even whether I never
I
told
should
you.
have known you. Yes. I should have known you.
No. Before I told you it weren't happening again. I didn't need to collect the camera. I told you I don't need to collect the camera again. Not that I weren't coming.
But you collecting the camera and you coming is two separate things.
Yeah.
You had a guest on Friday.
Yeah.
It was a very good game.
Yeah.
When that guy, when that guy's nose, yeah. Okay, so basically, you know the collision. Did you guys watch it?
Well,
Yeah,
then
but I
again.
didn't know. What are you talking about? The guy's nose.
The guy, the Iranian goalkeeper,
Yeah,
when he got smacked in
injured.
the nose and
Oh,
he
I
bumped
must have
heads.
missed that part. I must have missed it.
No, look at me. I am.
It was out of the game. That's why there was 14 minutes at the
Yeah.
I
time.
want to ask. No, but there hasn't been that many games yet. But every single game I watch, the extra time is like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Why?
No, do you know what it is? Basically, this I have a theory. So the first half, it did deserve that 14 minutes because that man was on the floor for time. Then he got up. Then he was like, "I'm gonna try and go." I see why he was trying because the next guy, his eyes were shut. Basically, I could have got a ball past that guy.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, but I get it. So that was actually warranted. But then the second half, where there wasn't really much that happened, and they were like 10 minutes. I said, yeah, people are being paid off here.
No, but every
Something's
game
not
I've
right.
seen so far, the extra time has been mad.
It's mad.
10 minutes.
They've give like an initiative to the referees to like add to
it must
like,
be.
lump on the
It
time.
must be.
I
To
think
stop
I think
the
there's-
time wasting.
Yeah.
All that various stuff. So
So
they-
one game I saw 15 minutes. I thought it was an error. I thought there's no way there's 15 minutes extra
that
time.
Nah, it was
that
really
Iran
wrong.
game,
It was needed
There
the first
was
half for sure.
24,
Yeah, 24
added
extra minutes. Yeah,
That's insane.
14 in the first half, 10 minutes. in the
That's
second
mad.
half.
It was mad. But the fact, I think yeah,
That's insane.
Why are
It
you
was a lot
complaining for?
there.
We get more football, man. I ain't knocking it.
I ain't
No,
knocking
but
it, but
do you
it's
know
weird.
what it
It's
is?
just weird.
it's more football. But I think that it's just something in the milk ain't clean. It just seems a bit. The first half, I get it, but the second half, I said 5 minutes.
I wasn't thinking,
I'll
aren't
push
these
6.
players tired? And I swear it's meant to be
They're
mad,
definitely
mad hot
tired.
out there as well.
Definitely would have been tired, but no, it was great. Black excellence. I really
Shout
enjoyed it, man.
out to, well, are you going to read the rest or are we just going to talk about it?
I was gonna, but I thought that the conversation was
Alright, cool.
was
Yeah, because
cool.
you and Brenton were having domestic.
We
Read
almost
it.
we almost had a clean sweep of black scorers. Yeah, but Callum Wilson had to cut it to Jack
Yeah.
Grealish. Come on,
But you
Callum.
know what, though?
You did have a clean sweep, apparently. according to
Jack,
Esther.
okay, do you know what?
How?
No.
Jack
According to
Grealish-
Esther, what?
Jack Grealish is not
No,
bad.
sorry, Brent.
Go on.
Don't go silent.
According to Esther.
According to Esther, what?
Oh, what? Are you giving
Leave it,
Jack a
Don't
black
let
card?
him hate on
No,
you.
no,
you're doing so
no.
well. Let's just keep going, man. Ignore him.
No,
No, basically.
because one thing I would never do in my black life
It's called a white
is
man and a
ever
black
no. Is what?
It's called a white man, a black man.
Yes. So don't put down my name.
Hold on.
It
I'll
was,
take
it was
anything.
tongue in cheek because he's
she
the
imply?
black people's favourite.
No, he isn't.
What?
No, you were saying that the
I said I like
the girls love Jack Grealish. That's what you said this yesterday.
Is this one of your edits again?
Maybe it was Gina that said it.
Might have been, but it
But she
definitely
don't
wasn't.
know Jack Grealish.
Yeah, she don't know anything. No, but I said I like Jack Grealish, I didn't say the girls love Jack.
Yeah, you did.
You said the girl.
Yeah, girls.
All right.
Girls.
Anyway, yeah. So
Yeah, Jack Grealish is not black, but I see that anyway as an all black goal because
of
it
the
was
assist.
assisted by a black man.
I hear you.
I wish he took it though, but
But there's no guarantee he's going to score anyway.
that's the thing.
And I'm sure he passed it for a reason. He probably thought the angle was a bit tight for him.
Yeah, and I think I respected that a lot.
Yeah, no,
'Cause it's
obviously,
like, I feel like they really played as like a team.
obviously, Callum Wilson wasn't thinking, oh, they may be the
yeah,
fourth black
yeah.
scorer. He was just like, let's score another goal for England.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it
Just
was sick
imagine
there.
England without any black players.
Well, yesterday they would have been. Well, yeah, they'll be in the mud. No Sterling, no
They'll be-
Saka,
yeah.
no Bellingham, no who else is there?
Rashford.
Rashford.
No, Rashford.
Oh yeah, Rashford.
I was proud of
scored
Rashford. He came on 2 minutes. I said, that's my
Yeah,
king.
that's he's
All
first
them
up.
jokes about school dinners. Who's joking now?
Yeah, but the only thing I want to say is, obviously, great for England, but I'm not going to get carried away because it was Iran.
Yeah, I'm not, it's the opening.
It was Iran.
yeah.
Iran are not a good team.
And it's still the opening.
Yeah,
England gonna win the whole thing, man.
I hope so.
Ain't nothing coming home, but
I don't mind.
I don't want them to be anything.
Why?
Because of how they treated Saka last time. And they will probably treat them the same way if it is they
Treated
have
who?
a stinker
Of
in one
course,
of the games.
of course.
Of course they will. You know that, though.
Yeah, of course they will.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, man. Rashford and Saka let the
They don't
country
deserve
down.
good things, sorry.
Saka let the country down. Let the country down.
what do you do?
Mr. Penalty.
No, Saka, Rashford, and Sancho all missed penalties. I don't know why Saka's
We need
being
to let that go
scapegoated.
though.
Just because it was the last penalty. Them two niggas fucked up already.
Yeah,
How about that?
let's let it go.
Let the country down, man. We're cheering them now, but let them let the country down again. All them monkey emojis gonna come straight back out. Boy.
And that's the thing.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
that's what makes me sick.
Of course.
Yeah, but you should expect it. I don't know why you got expectations of these people for. I don't know why you allowed to
Some
let them to
guy-
hurt you. Like that nonsense. Like, yeah.
Some guy's workplace. I think he said someone in his workplace was like, "Oh, calm down. It's only like the opening or something like that." It was something racist. I can't remember. But anyway, sorry. As you're working.
Well, anyway, England done that 6-2. Was it a good look? I mean,
Yeah, it was good.
I think it was good.
Conceding 2 against Iran.
That guy who scored the goals, apparently he's a baller still. Not like top tier baller, but apparently he's the best player on the team. So for him to score, I mean, he's
Maguire feigned the concussion right after he let the goal in.
Oh, did he?
Maguire the fool.
Oh my!
Maguire
what?
was
I thought the
Maguire
same
was one of
thing.
our better players.
I thought the same thing. I feel like basically he was embarrassed.
Yeah,
it looked
yeah,
like he was so shy
That-
for himself. He was like, "Oh, I said, man, get up, man.
You know,
You're fine."
That thing is, if you've played football throughout
Big
your life,
man.
you know that play. You know that play.
There
You-
was nothing wrong with that
Brett,
guy. He was
I'm-
like, "Oh, I've got to go." I said,
Like,
"You're pathetic."
if someone runs past you and score, you just pull up, you just hold your hands to you like, oh shit. I was injured.
Get up, man.
We,
No,
I'm
he
like, bro,
actually.
we've all done that in our past. Someone run past you, oh shit.
Yeah, sometimes you turn it
When I saw that, yeah, I said, "Look at you. You're pathetic. You're actually you're pathetic." Move.
That's schoolboy shit. That's funny.
It was so stupid. I was like, "Yeah, you should be embarrassed." Do you know? I really like though. Pickford always looks stressed, man. I want to see what Pickford is like when like football's not on at all. Is he happy?
Who Pickford?
Yeah, he's always stressed. Even like he was saying the Iranian players what to do. I said, "You need to relax, class captain. You need to relax."
They hit the crossbar though, wasn't it? Iran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that was a penalty though, to be honest.
it wasn't. Again, so I'm saying people are getting paid. That's why it was.
Esther's in there,
That's
you
why it
know.
was 10 minutes.
It's in there.
I was
Listen,
watching
I love
that.
it.
In
I
there.
was
I love it.
watching that replay back, and I'm saying, there's no way they give that as a penalty.
Yeah, it's people are being
They just give it as a penalty.
all of this. Yeah, for me, it's all corrupt. It's all some kind of
Listen,
corruption.
watching that FIFA Uncovered documentary side by side with this World Cup is very mad.
Eye-opening.
It's very mad.
It's earth-shattering.
Trust me, it's mad.
So Seth Blatter's on the next thing.
Seth Blatter's gone.
It's not just him though.
It's there's the next president now, isn't it?
Yeah, but Seth was there for most of for
Yeah.
enough of it.
But you know, so far in the documentary, right? Well, you know, once you finish it, we'll talk about it.
I need to. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start it today. Actually,
It's really interesting, to be honest.
I want to watch it.
Nice stop. Pop it up. All right. Wales.
Gareth Bale saved Wales once again.
I didn't watch
So
that one.
Wales was losing last night to the United States of America,
Yeah.
but their talisman Gareth Bale scored, got them a precious point from the spot kick. That means England's clearly winning the group, though.
This is Wales' first appearance in 64 years. That's crazy.
That's mad.
Is it? They done well though. Do you think they make it through?
Who's in that group? England, USA, Iran, and I would say second place is between USA and Wales. I'm not sure. who to call right now. Shout out to Timothy Weah though. That's George Weah's son. You guys know who George Weah is. One of the greatest, or maybe the greatest African player of all time.
Yeah.
I thought you should have declared for Jamaica.
Is Jamaica
Why?
in there?
Jamaica? Why?
Is Jamaica in the World Cup?
Timothy Weah, his mum's Jamaican.
Oh, I was wondering why you said that. I think George Weah is not Jamaican.
What is Jamaica?
He's
in
not
the World Cup?
American. No.
Do you
I
still
know,
play
but
football?
I didn't even know there was any Jamaicanness in there. I thought he was, I mean,
You know, it's his mother.
okay.
Well, big up him. Yeah, so Wales got 1-1. I think that was it. So
No, Netherlands beat...
Netherlands, Senegal, 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0, yeah.
Didn't see that game. Cody Gakpo scored and Dave Klassen, I think.
I think so.
I haven't seen none of the
Like
goals
90,
though.
90 plus minutes he scored.
Haven't seen any of the goals. Don't know if there was any good, but yeah. I think this World Cup's just a bit weird.
Because it's
You know what's annoying
winter.
about this World Cup? The amount of big players who are getting injured at the last minute. Look at France. Benzema out, Pogba, Kante, and Nkuku's out as well. Kimpembe.
Like, what games are on today?
Mane's out. You know what's so funny? I swear Argentina are playing right now.
Are they this morning?
It could be.
Yeah, early kickoff, 10 a.m. Obviously 10 a.m. here, but
Also, yeah.
today's games, you've got Argentina and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia are about to get slapped. Denmark and Tunisia at 1. Mexico and Poland at 4. And then France, Australia at 7.
When you said that, it's jokes.
No, they're going to get slapped.
I might watch Denmark and
Saudi are
they're
going to get
quite good.
abused today.
It's a whole bunch of foolishness.
Go on television, national television, and make an appeal.
What's that?
Huh?
I'm gonna put a game on for you guys. Sorry.
Thank you, Brent.
But also, yeah, sorry, I was very interested. People in this is when the cost of living crisis, people don't have jobs.
What happened?
Do you know people were really out in the streets? Like everyone was really, really silent and quiet. I was like, don't you people work?
No, I was wondering why Box Park Croydon was rammed
packed
at 1
out
o'clock.
in the afternoon of all the pints and beer. I said, don't you people work?
Clearly, this is a work from home gang.
Damn, I can't lie. I would have been on my laptop though, but that's not the point.
I've got to do a
crazy.
few watch-alongs. I swear I'm hosting Box Park on Sunday.
Sick.
Filthy Fellas
Who's playing on
thing.
Sunday?
I don't know.
I might come down to one of them.
I don't know. Just
The
turn
thing
up.
is, I want to.
Pay
I really
me,
want
I'll
to,
be
but
there.
it's so cold. It's been perfect in summer,
I might
man.
come
That's
down
what I
to
was
one of
saying. So we're going to do the same thing that we had to do in the summer, but we've got to do it in the blood clot cold. Like,
Yeah,
this is whack.
it's sad. Hate to see it.
But yeah.
All right, is that all the reaction there is?
That's
all our reactions done?
that's all for our
Oh,
news reactions,
also-
man.
This is just like kind of weird and roadish, but when Grealish scored and he did that little dance,
Yeah.
it's for a little kid.
Okay.
He's got cerebral palsy
Okay, nice.
because his sister has cerebral palsy as well. So
Okay.
when he met the kid said, if you score the World Cup,
Do the
do the little worm
sick,
dance.
okay.
And
No,
so
he was
did,
supposed to
and
do
I
it
thought
before
that was
the
so sweet.
Well, he weren't supposed to do it. He said I'll do it next time I score, but it was before the last game. Who was their last game?
Who's Man City's?
Did they lose? No, I can't remember because whoever they was playing was not
Oh,
good.
Brentford.
Would it be Brentford then?
Yeah, that was the last game they played
Before the
before the World Cup side.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he's from the kid's from Birmingham as well, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
Grealish was from Birmingham. He was doing some stuff with the kids, and there was
Yeah.
the interview that came out before the game, and he was saying, yeah, if you score, I want you to do the thing
Do
for
that.
me. And he's like, oh yeah, well, providing I score, obviously I'll do it. And he goes, but you know what? Next time I score, I'll do it for you.
It's
get
so
me?
sweet. I thought that was just so sweet.
Also, can I just give a special shout out to Bukayo Saka, bruv?
Always, man.
Yeah. 2
Always.
goals. You know what I mean? Star boy. We said yesterday he'll score.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I mean?
Predicted that.
And funny that Kane didn't score actually. 6 goals and
Yeah.
Kane didn't get a goal was kind of weird, but
Got 2 assists though.
yeah, he got 2 assists. But yeah, man, Saka,
I'm
man.
always so
come
proud
on.
of Saka. I feel like he's like a little brother. Like I just want to hug him.
That's our son.
Yeah, it's our boy.
It's our boy.
I'm very proud. And his girlfriend was there as well, looking all cute.
Yeah, he's mum, dad, girlfriend, his brother.
Yeah,
innit?
so sweet. What a wholesome Nigerian man. Ah, love him. Anyways, all right, let's get into Daye. What a day.
Did Messi score this penalty?
Are you watching the game?
No, just in the chat they said that he's got a penalty.
Oh.
I wanted to say that he misses, so I could say, boy, today's done out here is
Live, literally live Daye.
live in the
Also, are we going to
flesh.
do our World Cup predictions?
Yeah, we need to, because if we're waiting on Iman,
Yeah, 'cause Iman's not gonna be here this
by the
week,
time Iman comes back.
Shit.
Let's do our predictions. Okay, when maybe in the
No,
outro.
there was even this thing I saw, yeah.
Yeah.
on Sky Sports. It's basically the flags are just going shh, and you got to screenshot it,
Yeah.
and whatever
Thing it lands,
it lands
on,
on, that's the team you got to take.
What did yours land on?
No, I saved it fast.
Oh, is it okay? Sick.
I can't open this. It's closed.
If I end up with,
All right, Mugs.
Iran, I'm gonna do that again.
This is Mark selecting his team for the World Cup.
They locked me out. Sorry. How am I doing it? How do I do it?
Take a screenshot.
What do you mean screenshot?
Screenshot, man.
You want to take a screenshot?
You have to take a screenshot on the iPhone.
Bruv, I'm England, bruv.
Let's see if you are.
Man's trying to time it.
My friend screenshots.
Just screenshot,
bruv.
man.
So a cheat.
Let me see.
Argentina. Who'd you get?
Cameroon. Is it Cameroon?
Cameroon.
Is it Cameroon? Are Cameroon in the World Cup?
That's Mali or something.
Hold on, let's confirm what that flag is, please.
Looks like Cameroon or something.
Ghana, bro.
That's either Senegal or Cameroon.
Senegal.
Brent, what flag is it?
I think it's Senegal.
It's Senegal.
Senegal lost.
It's Senegal.
Yeah, it's Senegal, and they lost. Hate to see it.
All right, I'm going.
Go on.
Germany.
Do you know what? They're quite good, though, aren't they?
That's whack here, man.
Oh, damn.
Remember, this is a team you have to ride for.
Who is it?
I'm England.
Oh,
What is it?
crap. Same one. I have to do it again then.
Yeah, do it again.
That means I got to do mine again too.
No, you don't.
Why? No, you
No,
don't.
because you already picked first. No, it's the Lord's will.
What is
One more
it?
time.
The same
thing
again?
again.
Oh, it's fraud. This is
No, one more time.
there's a glitch in the matrix. Brent, you closed it again.
Okay, who's this? Oh, this is like Turkey or Tunisia or something.
That's Tunisia.
Tunisia.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie, we've all picked the back teams, bro.
I think I'm
You're the closest.
And they
England.
probably couldn't have got off to a better.
Is that
Brent.
playing on that?
Brent,
Gotta do yours.
Gotta do yours, sir.
I said,
take a screenshot.
how do they know what the customers for? At least I don't know. I don't know flags.
Oh, it's
Germany.
Germany again. No, you got to do it again.
You gotta do it again. Sorry. I don't know flags. I don't know geography. I don't know all these things. Who's that?
Brent has. Who's that?
Who's next?
Iran?
That's Argentina.
Is that Iran? Our knowledge of flags is poor, man.
Yeah, I ain't no shit. My game.
That's Iran, isn't it?
Let me check.
What other countries? Bruv, white, green, and
Oh
red,
yeah,
bro.
just drop
No,
it
no,
in Google. See what it comes up with.
No, it is Iran. It is Iran.
Of course it's Iran.
I
Innit?
apologize, everybody that's listening and watching. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, sorry, we're meant to be doing something else. All right, go on. Do your word and road.
You must say word of word.
What's
Done out
happening?
here. Do what you gotta do, King. And then after that, we'll actually pick our proper teams.
Yeah, because that was
That was whack.
whack.
I ain't rather with Senegal, I'll tell you that much.
It's anti-black.
Whatever.
They lost yesterday anyway.
Yeah, exactly. See, I can't take them after you give me
After
them
a loss.
after a loss.
After a loss.
Doesn't make no sense. No. Anyway, today's done out here is who we give it to?
Oh.
Little Joyrider, Luke James Joyce. This man is an accidental kidnapper.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say? So he's an accidental kidnapper. So I think his initial crime would have been car theft. I think he wanted to be a car thief on some too fast, too furious thing. Yeah. I think a woman went to the shop or something. He ran in the car. Actually, how did he even get the keys? I need to work this out. I don't know. But he's ran off with the car. Come to find out there's a 2-year-old baby in the car.
Mez up. Mez up.
Oh no! He came across the car with his keys in the ignition.
So the woman must have just ran to the shop
Yeah,
quickly.
she ran. Yeah.
See, I've left my baby in the car before, but you got to lock the doors.
No, just don't leave your baby in the car.
Huh?
Don't leave your baby in the car.
That guy's please, Brent, camera on me. And
He's
Tim and
talking
Pepper
about his
Six.
2-year-old son that was next to his missus.
Yes.
Of course he is.
So he did not. He did not leave the child in the car alone. Like, come on, that'd be illegal.
Is that illegal?
It's neglect. Especially when people are out here joyriding with your kid in the car.
How? Sometimes it's too long to get him out of the car. I just want to run to the shop there. Say, you good? Yeah, you want chocolate buttons? All right, 1 second.
I think you should have just let me run my narrative, and I think you carry on with Daye.
Well, Anyway.
I think
I said you want
I think
chocolate
the only
buttons.
time it's okay to leave the baby in the car is if you're getting petrol.
Or if he-
Because you're right there.
If he's in London Fields.
Pay at pump.
See?
I mean, petrol pump, you're right there.
Yeah.
But you can't go into the shop.
Yeah.
No.
So if you're leaving your baby in the car when you're getting petrol, you're paying at pump. You're not going to.
Well, it's the same kind of thing, essentially.
Kiosk.
Ooh,
Nah, you can't. Because you know what it is? 'Cause-
quick kiosk run in the petrol station. Is that-
No,
is
you
that
can't. Do
thing?
you know what on
Yeah, of course
safe
it
is?
is.
Nah, 1 second. Anything happening in
Yeah,
a
you're
second.
right,
I think social services would return Mags's child. Whoever's asking me to edit that out, I don't think it's necessary. They wouldn't want his child.
They don't want his child.
They can't come take my baby. You think I'll let them take my baby? I don't give a fuck what they
I'm
say.
not
I
gonna
don't give
lie.
a shit what I did.
The kiosk, trust me,
I'm
is
not gonna lie, yeah. I reckon 9 out of 10 parents don't take their baby out of the car when they quickly go in to tap the car to pay for the petrol. I don't believe it.
they don't, but they should.
No, they should, but I don't believe
Yeah,
they are.
no,
I
they
believe,
definitely
I believe they're
don't.
running. Yeah.
Wait, 1 sec. You think I'm taking my you out of the car when I'm pumping petrol?
No, not paying at the pump. Going to pay at the kiosk.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you ain't taking them out.
No.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Most parents, I don't think, are taking the kid out at the
No, a
kiosk.
lot of parents aren't, but
I'll triple
And I
lock it.
Because remember, you're just in your mind. This is a
Yeah.
10-second job.
Yeah.
Go over
You can
there.
see the
Yo,
car from the window.
and a kidnapping
Pump-
is 2 seconds to take your
Pump
child.
5, 20, 35.
You can see the car from the window.
And a kidnapping is 2 seconds to take your child. While you're in the queue, looking at what chocolate buttons your kid wanted.
You see in life, because everybody want to make out like everything's
in
crazy. Like it sounds
Nigeria,
crazy,
bro.
yeah. Like, but in real life, there's a thing called calculated risk. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, so if you're gonna leave them in an underground car park or go 2 blocks round the corner and rare, then it's fine. But if you've got them right outside the shop
Yeah.
that you're going in,
Yeah.
or to the cash point or something,
Yeah.
and you just run in and do it, it's not a big
Do you know what it
deal.
is? Yeah? The thing is that these
No,
things.
a big deal
no.
at
I don't
all.
think it's a big deal. If you're vigilant, for example, just to say
Yeah.
it's a kiosk thing. The whole time you're walking to the kiosk, you're looking at the car. You get into the kiosk thing, you're looking at the car. You're paying it, you're looking at the car. You know what I mean? You're vigilant.
Yeah.
I think it's cool for a little, less than a minute job. No?
Yeah.
What was Dave Chappelle saying? It's crazy it's not crazy to think it, but it's crazy to say it.
Yeah, like.
No, I'm not saying I would do it.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
get
saying
you, but the majority of people do. But the
majority
thing
of people
is,
do it.
These things are fine until that one time it isn't fine.
But also, age of the
Then
baby.
hindsight.
Age of the baby is obviously taken into consideration, right?
Any child could get got.
No, I know, but for example, you're more likely to leave older or younger, right? Older?
Oh, definitely older,
Yeah.
Yusuf.
No, I'm just asking you.
I'm more likely to leave older.
An older child by itself than a younger child.
What's the cutoff?
Mark is like 4. You're good. You're good.
No,
Watch yourself.
this is specific to the kiosk. This is not about
The kiosk. Okay, yeah, like
any
a 12-year-old,
other-
you're
yeah.
fine in the car, but I
No,
was still
obviously-
lucky in the
no,
car.
Not 12-year-old. I'm talking about like
A
a
younger
baby to a toddler age. So let's just say 3. You're more likely to leave a 3-year-old for 10 seconds.
If I'm
than-
pumping
than you
petrol,
would. Well, you.
I wouldn't.
if I'm pumping
No, which
petrol,
one were you
I don't
more
care if that
likely to?
baby's 3 months or 3 years. Yeah, it's staying in the car seat.
No, what I'm
While
saying
I-
is,
while I
what
work.
are you more likely to leave? A
I'll be
3-year-old
honest.
or a month-old baby?
Both.
Esther?
If this is my only
What
option,
are you more likely? Yeah,
out of just these 2,
A and B. You have to choose.
3.
That's what I'm saying.
But I wouldn't leave it. Like if I pick my little sister up from school, yeah, she's like what 11, 12 now, and I have to go in shop. I'm like, do you want to come with me? She's like, no. I say okay. When I leave the car, I'm like, lock the doors right now. I hear the door lock. I go into the shop. When I get back, I say, when you see me
Yeah.
by my driver's seat, then you open the door. Like
Yeah.
I'm way too safety conscious
Yeah.
for that. And this girl, she's 12. She goes to school by herself. But when she's in my car, girl, lock that door and do not. I always say to her, don't open it, even if someone's head is hanging off
Yeah.
and they need help. Don't ever open the door until I get back and I tell you to open the door.
Anyway, I don't pay at kiosks. Anyway, I pay at the pump.
I pump. Yeah.
So this ain't even a problem that I'm ever gonna have.
Yeah, I don't mind. The car's locked, so unless they're gonna smash the window and drag the baby out of the car seat, which is an ordeal within itself because you got to unlock all the straps and all that. It's just like let's think.
Between
Like,
the car seats are hard as well, you know.
realistically, it's not happening. But yeah, this guy I can't
This
remember
woman
his
thought
name.
the same.
James
It
Joyce.
happened.
Well, no, she left the engine on. She left the key in the engine. What car was this that it had a key in it anyway? But anyway, she left the key in the engine with the engine on, with it open, with the baby in there. That's high degrees of negligence.
Yeah.
Like that is different. But my man should have been checking his mirrors. He
Those babies be
Yeah.
sleeping and be quiet as well when they're sleeping.
How many times have you been like? Have you like left your, I don't know, key in the ignition?
Never.
I've done it a couple times.
I have, you know. One time I came out, I said, I need to lock the car. Well, where's the key?
Bro, one time I went to the gym.
I'm not a key in the ignition.
And you left it in
man.
I
there?
came out of the gym.
What, after your workout?
Fam, my car door was open and my key was in the ignition, bro. I was in the gym for like an hour and a half.
Nah, I've
As
left the
in
car door
what,
open
as in,
before and
was
not
the door
forgot to
open
lock
because you
it.
left it open?
Yeah, no, it was all me. It was all me. I left
Good gym though.
I didn't,
Good area.
I didn't leave it open wide. It was just, but it was
slightly
it
open.
was ajar, and the key was in there. I said,
Because if I was
Damn
walking past
it,
a car
man.
and it was open and the key was in there,
you would assume that the driver's about.
I would assume that you're looking at the car.
I'd
You're
probably
you're
just-
around the corner and
I'd
you're
probably
looking
just
at
take
it.
the car.
Yeah, of course you would.
You love the thrill of it. I would assume if I see that something like that, I would assume like maybe that you've gone to the bin. So like
Yeah.
wherever it is, wherever like you're watching the car, you're looking at the
Yeah.
car. That's not a window of opportunity to take the car.
You watch it for 5 minutes or something, and if no one comes, you just take it.
But remember, this is in a car park though. There's bare cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to be. Imagine you're in a car park with 100 cars.
I'm tired, man.
How are you gonna know that this particular car, unless it's just by chance you would pass it? Oh shit, you know what I mean? The likelihood of you spotting that one car which is open is highly unlikely.
Yeah, see, someone said the mum should be on done at here.
Who are you putting on down here? Oh, the guy that stole the car.
Well, he stole the car and he's driving around and then he didn't know there was a baby in there. Like,
Yeah, he should have been. He's not.
he
But
was
the thing
speeding.
is,
He was doing like 30, 40 miles per hour with a baby.
For
and I think-
someone who's stealing a car, do you really think that vigilance is their strongest?
Let me tell you why I'm putting him in done at here, yeah, because
It's not his strongest skill. Who's still gonna know that there's a baby
let
in
me
the
tell
car?
you why I'm putting him on done at here, yeah, because he's got in the car, yeah, and obviously like he's breezing around, and like just joyriding and shit, yeah. Then he heard this, oh shit, baby, you get me?
Did you take it back?
No,
No.
he's pulled up, yeah.
No.
He,
No.
Like I don't know if he went to like
No.
a forest or something like, but he's pulled up, yeah. He's got out of the
scared.
car, yeah, and he's dashed the car keys.
I'm thinking that's the baby.
That's what I'm thinking. Dash the baby.
Why did he's a fool? Yeah, he's under
What? He
that.
dashed the car keys and what? Just
And then what?
ran. Well, why dash the car keys? then?
Why?
What's the point of dashing the car keys? Just run away.
Why don't you just leave the key in the car and just go how you?
That was straight panic. I was like, oh shit, what do I do?
You know what you're gonna say? He dumped the baby and
Why
he
would you
kept on
dash the
driving
car
with
keys
the
and
car.
run? It doesn't make any sense.
What an idiot! What a palonka!
I got the thing the police know that they're onto him. They're saying like, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Hold on. How far did he go from the scene? Where he
I'm not
did-
sure. But he got out and he dashed the keys, bro.
What a plonker, bro!
They're saying like, right, why didn't you like call the police and say that? Oh,
There's
There's a baby in the
I
car.
stole a car. There's a baby in it.
No, but you know,
on
he, you know
this
what, he
road.
just say, you know, I've just found this car and there's a baby in it.
Yeah.
After you sold it and then you just leave.
I'm not
Because they
gonna-
know where the location now. You just leave.
Or just drive the
Drive it
car
back.
back.
No, but then you get caught.
Oh, blood.
No, drive it back to the scene of the crime, close to the scene of the crime, and just blurt. Because obviously they're going to be looking for the car.
And the baby.
So they'll just find the car maybe around the corner from where you stole it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Don't take it back to the scene of the crime, but nearabouts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mad.
I just a vision of
He's
him
dumb.
just getting out of the car and just dashing the keys into the woods. Yeah, is killing
It's
me.
killing me.
Because I don't.
No, that was a panic move. He was like, "Oh shit, what do I do?" And just dash the keys.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say dash the baby. You know, I was thinking, nah, man.
Oh no! If he dashed the baby, he would have got the main headlines.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That would have been a definite the first headline of the show.
Oh yeah, no, I was reading it. That's the only reason why I put it there because it made me laugh. When I was going to the elevator, I heard he dashed the keys. I was thinking, right, why did he do this? He's sick. So
Nah, it's
yeah,
so funny, man.
James, you're done at air, man, and the mum's done at air as well, man. You've got to be like,
Yeah, you
we
can't
got to be
do anything
better.
like that.
I think we should at least lock doors if you're gonna leave babies in cars. That would be my advice. If you're gonna
If you must.
if you must,
Yeah, if
you're
you
gonna-
must, of course, lock the door. Of
if you
course.
must, if you're gonna leave the baby in the car, lock it, man. I think that should go without saying.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we got to be better. So they're both done at air. The driver's done at air for well, both of them for negligence. Really, they both should have been doing their job better.
What's it called? Do you know how when I was younger, yeah, my dad wanted to go on like a little errand run, and he went to park anywhere. He would take me with him, so I sit in the car while he runs his errands. So if an inspector came, they couldn't give him a ticket because there's someone in the car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's same theory work with babies.
No.
The baby can't talk him
You're
down.
getting 2 tickets. You're getting tickets and a visit from social services.
Yeah, they take a picture of your baby in the
Like
back
your
and
partner's
send
on,
to
your
the
partner's on a
socials.
double yellow, but there's a baby in the car, so I can't give you a ticket. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Imagine that was your gal, and she told you she left the baby in the car and someone drove with the baby.
I think imagine that was my man telling me he's leaving the baby in the car and he locked. I'll be fuming. Are you okay?
No, that is negligence on the highest level.
Nonsense, man.
Yeah, nah, there'll be trouble. There'll be anyway. We'll see, but yeah, I think they're both done at air, man. They're both done at air. So stop stealing cars, man. Stop stealing babies, man.
That's right.
Let's get this outro, Brent.
As always, guys, thank you for tuning into this show. Pick up the live crew that are tuning in live chats. Like this video before you come out of it. Share it as well. It stays up. So share it with your group chats and on socials and all that great stuff. If you would like to send voice notes or text in for asking for a friend, sis, what would you do? Don't forget, give us as much information as we can. Don't write an epistle, please. But give us as much information that we need to help you with your advice and your issues. But the number is 075 6484 1073. Follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB. And if you'd like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, you can email the team thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Guys, have a great Tuesday. We will see you tomorrow.
I forgot to take my meat out of the fridge. I want to defrost it.
Do you know what though? As a kid, I never understood that.
Real
But as
life
an adult,
problems.
I get it. Because
Yeah.
you're actually not going to eat now. Now I've got to think of something else to eat.
You're kidding me.
You know, when that happens to
silly.
me, I buy food on the way home.
Yeah.
So I take it out of the fridge on the way or the freezer, and then I eat whatever I bought because that
That
meat I
is
wanted
ruined
to
your
cook
day.
is now.
Now, big up our parents. I get it. And when you think about it as well, we were left at home with nothing else to do. And you forget.
What
I
tricks?
got here and I realised I left my bank card at home because I got petrol. So you know what? I'm not turning back.
Yeah, but you can use it. You got Apple Pay.
No, I ain't.
Damn.
I don't do them things.
Why?
I
Yeah,
don't want to.
they're watching you.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the system.
But you're on social
You're
media.
already in the system, sir.
Not
But
anymore.
you're on social media.
You're definitely already in
What?
the system. You have a bank account.
Just about. You can't even prove that I'm on social media. To be honest with you, I'm not really, not like that.
What do you mean you can't? You can type in your name, Margs, and you come up.
Yeah, but it's not me.
It's you. You have a verified badge.
And then you're ridiculous. They know you by name. By name, address, and
I'm
location.
gonna ask Esther, what tricks have you done to speed up the process of the meat? Like you get home, you realize you haven't taken out the freezer. Have you slammed it in the microwave quickly to defrost it?
I'll
Like
put in hot water.
you put hot water?
that's
Yeah.
it. If it's in the
put
bag,
hot
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But then,
what
do you know
I was
what's mad
gonna
though?
suggest to Mags.
I'll put in hot water, yeah. Try add like, sorry, Brent?
That's what I'm going to suggest to Mags. His date isn't ruined. Just put it in hot water.
Yeah, I put in hot water,
You
but
know
then
what
the
it
thing
is?
is,
Red
yeah,
meat, I can do that. I think with the chicken and
Oh,
that,
no,
it's
it
a
gets
bit,
all soft
it's,
and
yeah,
weird and
it's all shaky in that because
yeah.
if the meat, like, it's got to be warm water or lukewarm or room temperature or something, and then it will defrost quicker. You're right, but
someone in the chat said we literally watched you post this morning. Talk about it's not you. But yeah, I would do that. But it's mine because when I say my mum asked me to do it and I didn't, and I
Yeah.
try and put in hot water, act like it's been out for hours.
Yeah.
But obviously it's gonna be frozen in the middle,
Yeah. I'll be like,
and I'll be like, wow, oh my
what? It
god,
ain't defrost yet. I'll pull it out a couple
that's
hours ago.
ridiculous.
This is
I put it out
egregious.
this morning. I'm like, oh, it's the weather. It's this summer. It's crazy, man. All right, guys. See you
Have
tomorrow.
you got a microwave that has a defrost on it?
I don't even have a
I'm
microwave.
not gonna lie, yeah, I think that setting is bogus. That defrost setting on microwaves, I think it's bogus.
It is bogus.
I've tried to use it throughout the years and I thought it's bogus.
Nah, it's best for like okra.
I eat all my food fresh. I don't reheat food no more, so I ain't got a microwave.
Well, you're taking it out of the deep freeze.
So what?
What?
No, cook once it's cooked. I'm saying,
Okay.
but it's frozen food is still fresh, isn't it?
Depends on if it's cooked.
No, it's raw meat.
Yeah, you've now told me that it's that way.
Oh,
You cooked it and then put it in the deep freeze.
okay, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Oh, well, you cook meat and then put it in the deep freezer?
Some people, yeah.
No.
will cook it
I
in
know
the
people do
freezer.
that, but I don't practice that anymore.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I like it fresh. This
Yeah.
is why I struggle to meal prep.
Yeah, cooked food
Because-
has to be eaten. There's no freezing
Yeah.
cooked food for me.
But
Day
I
after
get
food
bored
is
as
the
well.
best.
Sorry?
Food the day after is the best.
Yeah, certain
Especially
food. Once
pale
it's,
out.
Not necessarily, no.
no, there's,
Oh,
certain, there's
100%.
certain food. Once it's been sitting, man, I don't know. There's something
100%.
about it, but the next day is brazy.
I hear
Beautiful.
that, but not necessarily.
Not
No,
always.
I don't know. I don't even know what the
the
formula is
science is.
here, what the science is. But there's some dishes that the next day are just mental.
I
and
swear
don't know-
there's that thing
know.
out there that day old pizza is better than fresh pizza. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, 'cause when
that's
it's-
like a world narrative.
Yeah, that I can agree with.
You
But
think so?
I'm lactose
That day old
intolerant.
pizza is better than fresh
There's
pizza.
something about it. Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
But yeah.
Yeah, we're going.